Yes, Dan, you're on the air in Long Island.
Hey, Howard, what's up?
Hey.
Howard, how long do you think you're going to be in AGT? Is it just one season, or is it going to be do you have a multi?
I have no idea. I've enjoyed doing this season. The one aspect I don't like is the travel. I now have to go to Vegas next week, and that's fine, but I don't. Listen, it's fine, but it's a big schedule, and also then they moved the show to New York for me, and where they stick it in fucking Newark. I mean, if I had known that up front, I don't think I would have done the deal.
They might as well live it in California.
Yeah, I think I could get there faster. The whole idea of shooting the show in New York was that I've got a morning radio show I got to get to. Newark's an hour away if I'm lucky with traffic. I don't know what they're doing, but they're very nice people. They treat me wonderfully. I've got no complaints. But as far as another season, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Well, if America likes it, then we'll decide.
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't even happened. So.
Well, I usually don't watch those shows, Howard, but I'm looking forward to it. And thanks for me anyway. 15 years of great radio.
All right, Dan. Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet.
Bye.
Right.
What was about the other 15?
Well, he's only been listening for 15, I'm assuming, or we have 15 shitty years. And,
I hope that's what he means.
I'm doing this so long. Took Will Murray an hour and a half to get out of Newark after a Nets game last week. Can you imagine me? I finished that taping at 10 o'clock.
And you're not going to be the first to get to leave.
No, I gotta. By the time I get out of there, what Will?
It was one of the most frustrating experiences of my life.
I mean, they think...
And you're, like, in the same place that he's going to be, right?
I wanted...
Yeah, right there.
There's such a great studio in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Right over the bridge. In Brooklyn, they got this place called the Ship something, I don't know.
Is that shipyard?
The shipyard.
Ship something.
They got these big,
Ship
luscious
terminal.
studios there. They could have built the AGT studios.
And you'd be home in 20 minutes. I'm telling you, it didn't move. Like 2 blocks, I could have literally crawled quicker than it took me to drive.
Well, I got news for you. I'm judging from Brooklyn or I'm judging from Silver Cup Studios. It took you, how long, an hour and a half?
An hour and a half to get out of town.
That's what I mean. I can't do that.
For a
I got a
shitty
job.
Nets game.
I got a fucking job, Will.
Your crowd's going to be bigger than this.
A Nets game or a Nets?
Nets. Like, nobody cares about the Nets.
How could they have traffic at a Nets game?
The players.
Oh,
The
what they
players
did to me.
maybe?
What they did to me. I said, you're going to Newark. No. That's a whole other country over there. That's like going to the Poconos.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Can you helicopter?
No, I'm not helicoptering at night.
But that would be like 10 minutes.
I know. I'm not doing it. I don't want to die for AGT. You know, how fucking dumb will I feel?
Oh, no.
And then you can take the PATH train every 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, Ronnie, realistically, how long is it going to take me to get out of Newark and get home? 10 o'clock at night. 10:30, 11:30. I could maybe... I won't be in bed till noon. Till
What
midnight.
time does the show end?
Ronnie, seriously, give it to me. Give me the straight fucking answer.
It's hard to say, depending if they're doing any kind of construction at night, you know, at the
My luck,
tunnel
they'll
or
be doing
whatever.
plenty, yeah.
Without if there's no traffic at 10 o'clock at night, it should take 45 minutes. But
When is there no traffic?
yeah, it should take 45 minutes.
But it'll be an hour.
Going there,
At least.
That's what that's
That'll
gonna
be a big problem. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you know I'll have to leave 2 hours early because you'll say, well, what if there's traffic?
Yeah, well, you know, you'll probably want you if it's an 8 o'clock. If it's live at 8 o'clock, they're probably going to want you there at 6, right, for makeup
course.
and hair and all that.
Well, that's right.
So
in
you're
the
going to be
middle of
leaving right
rush
in the middle of
hour.
rush hour.
Yeah.
I want to hang myself.
I was talking to Will. He was just talking about it. He said it took him forever to get to Prudential,
Yeah, I
which
know.
is right in this other thing.
I have to leave now for July. I mean...
You know where you run into trouble? And I don't know why. This is either George Washington or the Lincoln Tunnel. Sometimes at 10 o'clock at night for no good reason.
Right, traffic.
Oh,
because of
all of
construction.
all of the easy pass lanes are not open.
Not only that, they close a tube also.
Yeah, they'll just close a tube. Like I've been at the George Washington Bridge at 11 o'clock on a Thursday night, and for some reason there's not enough lanes open.
Oh.
Just they don't. I don't know whether they want to hire more
All
people.
I know is I had discussions with these guys. They were talking about Silver Cup, which is 10 minutes away.
Right.
Or the place in Brooklyn, which was about 15 minutes away. 20, right?
And
How
what
long to get to
happened?
that Brooklyn joint?
It depends, 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
And to get back at night, it would be a breeze.
Right.
At that hour of the night.
That's what they were talking about. Then, you know, what happened? Who the hell knows, Robin? You're a newswoman. Please find out.
Well, those are two perfectly viable places.
One of them
They said they couldn't get the place in Brooklyn. It was way more money.
Something
I
with
said,
sound,
one was booked.
something
It's so,
soundproofing or something.
it's so crazy because, first of all, the mayor of New York City, Mayor Bloomberg, loves to bring business into New York. He would have talked to them.
Yeah, they didn't try everything they could. I think they were in a rush.
Oh.
You want to try to book the mayor on the show?
No, it's too late.
Yeah,
We're
they've
going to
already
Newark.
set up.
And I got nothing against Newark because it's just damn far away. It's too far. Oh, what am I going to do?
I don't know, man.
You're going to sit in traffic. That's what you're going to do.
Well, what am I going to do? Yeah, I got a radio show to do.
And it's two nights
there's
a week?
There's no reason to stay there. It's stupid.
Yeah,
but you got to be there in the morning.
Right.
You know,
Is it 2 nights a week?
Well,
Like you have a live show and a results show?
there's a Tuesday night show and a Wednesday night
Tuesday
show. So
night's
Wednesday
2
night's
hours.
no problem. It's the Tuesday
It's
night.
the Tuesday night
It's from 8 to
you're
10.
concerned about.
8 to 10 o'clock. If I'm lucky, I'll get home by midnight.
8 to 10?
Yeah.
8 to 10.
Wow.
And you know we're up at 4 in the morning, so I'm gonna be wide awake for
And
that.
the Wednesday night show is what, 9 to 10, right?
Yeah, it's always 10 o'clock when we get out.
Well, yeah, but Wednesday you don't have to get up the next day.
Right? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but you're still going to be fried because you got to be doing a radio show Wednesday morning.
I know.
You know.
After having a late night Tuesday night.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm not too psyched about that.
Maybe you'll get used to it.
Yeah, Ronnie, you got to figure out a way to first. We have to have a police escort. That's all.
I'm trying. I remember when we did the pay-per-view thing there a long time ago.
Yeah.
The newer cops were really cool.
Yeah.
If you remember, they got us at it in like 5 minutes.
Did they?
Yeah, maybe they can figure something
so
out.
I'm going to try and make some connections. We got time. I'm going to try and
All right, great.
see what I can work out.
Well, all right. Get on that, Ronnie.
Maybe you'll like working in Newark if they're...
Ronnie, buy an ambulance, and then let's turn
Well,
it
that's
on.
what I was thinking, that maybe you could buy something with a bed in it and you could just sleep.
Can you imagine? Yeah, an ambulance. Ronnie could carry me out with another guy on a stretcher. Yeah, because it's going to be 2 hours getting back from Newark. Oh, my God. Yeah, just leave me in the stretcher. And then, when I get home at midnight...
You're going to be
Yeah, I'm going to be right in bed.
Yeah, sure.
Sal and Richard went on the street asking people about Dick Clark, and then, they were trying to make a joke about, like, do you miss Dick? Do you love Dick? And all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why they get paid the big money. And they went out on the street and asked people, and this one angry lady was, like, so angry about me when they brought up my name, and I went, gee, I haven't done any Mel Gibson type stuff.
What's she angry about you for?
She just doesn't like me. My reputation thinks I'm gross. The usual stuff.
What did you love most about Dick?
Dick Clark.
I loved his friendly disposition. He seemed like someone that was approachable.
So are you a huge Dick fan? Or?
Not real. I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I don't follow him.
Now, being that you're not a huge Dick fan, would you say then you're a small Dick fan?
You're funny.
No.
Yeah. How about we say his name, Dick Clark fan? That sounds more appropriate.
Yeah, she's not a 2-year-old. She got it right away, you guys. Are you a small Dick fan or a big...
huge Dick fan.
Or a huge cock fan?
How did you feel about Dick's stroke?
I personally feel that the way the questions are being asked, how did we feel about the incident that happened to Mr. Clark?
Do you think Howard Stern would be a great replacement for Dick on New Year's Rockin' Eve?
Pardon my French, but hell no. That man's insane. The man's just psycho. Have you heard him? Like, half the things that come out of his mouth are 100% bullshit. Second along, perverse and
Bullshit? What does she mean by
She doesn't listen.
disgusting, and America's already corrupt. Do we really need to hear someone that's even more corrupt listening to them babble on public radio? Hell, if someone wants to hear someone babble on, put me on public radio. I'll babble on for hours without putting all the corruption in America like that man does. I will honestly say I'm probably a much better entertainer than Howard Stern.
Wow. Well, then go prove it.
Why isn't she...
On the radio.
Yeah.
Go get millions of fans.
He's grotesque. He's vile. He's just inconsiderate. He
All I know is I'm listening to this rant. I'm ready to turn it off.
doesn't have any emotion in him either. Everything that he just says words. He doesn't really have a meaning behind it. And I'm like, you're not really an educated person. You just got a mouth and you use it.
But if you don't like his words, do you at least like his looks?
No. His hair looks greasy.
Greasy?
His forehead's funny.
Forehead.
Do you realize Howard is a host on America's Got Talent?
I like that Richard and Sal don't even know that I'm
You're
a
a judge, not the host.
Do you like the Howard's at least a host on America's Got Talent?
Here?
Why? He doesn't have talent. If America has talent, then why is he the one judging the talent? I don't believe in watching TV unless it's something funny, and that's not funny to me.
What's the difference between Howard Stern and Dick Clark?
Dick Clark was a wonderful entertainer, whereas Howard Stern was flat out Dick.
I never think of Dick Clark as an entertainer.
This woman is just trying to put you down in every way she can.
The only guy I read, like Dick Clark, yeah, I know. Dick Clark died, and, someone called me from some newspaper asking me for a quote, and I was like, yeah, Dick was on my show many, many times, and he was always gracious and lovely, and we had a good time with him. I mean, what am I going to say? I don't really know the guy. But I liked him personally when he came on the show. It was a lot of fun.
Sure.
He used to call in all the time. I don't think he ever...
He always called in with these strange things he was promoting. Every once in a while it was like something like the American Music Awards, but sometimes it'd be like one of those vacation properties in Vegas or some kind of new battery. I was like, what in the world is he doing?
Yeah, I mean, amazingly, he was into everything. But the only guy I saw who wrote, I think, a fair assessment, and it was somewhat negative, was Bob Lefsetz, that guy, that email newsletter I get, because, one of the things I used to talk about is that Dick Clark really wasn't so beloved by the rock and roll community.
No.
Musicians did not love Dick Clark. I've been reading a lot of horseshit comments about how Dick's going to be missed and all this stuff.
Well, there was a lot of what he did for rock and roll.
Yeah, and I remember, I think it was George Harrison. I'm not sure exactly. But I remember reading there were a bunch of musicians who were very upset with Dick Clark because what he would do is he'd take all their music from American Bandstand and sell it. He'd make them sign a weird release where he could somehow own their music.
Well, whatever that performance was, he owned it, yeah.
Yeah, he owned that performance. And then when George Harrison said to him, don't you think the artist should get some piece of that? And Dick was kind of like, I don't think so, pal. So the rap among some musicians, not all musicians, but the rap among some musicians was that Dick Clark made his empire off of their hide, which wouldn't be the first time that a business executive figured out how to take creative people and fuck them over. But Dick was an entertainer in the sense that he was an excellent game show host, and he made people feel good. He was a good host. I mean, I enjoyed him when he was on our show.
Yeah, and bloopers, bleeps, and blunders. He started that whole thing, and he caught on to the award show craze and created a couple of those. He
was an entrepreneur. He was a guy who understood what people liked, and I will miss him. I like Dick Clark a lot. I thought at the end that him doing the New Year's Rockin' Eve after his stroke was... and I think Bob put this in his column. I'm not sure if it was him or not. Someone did. It was like unbelievable narcissism. It was like enough, like you really don't need to be on TV.
Do you realize even before, we talked about that, it looked like he had plastic surgery.
Yeah.
And a couple of days before he died, he had surgery on his eyes, like he was going to keep going.
Did he really have surgery on his eyes a couple of days before he died?
And he was supposed to go in for another one the day after he died.
He wanted plastic surgery so he'd look younger.
No, it wasn't. I think it was cataract surgery or something like that. But, this guy was...
Well, that makes sense.
Down for the count.
Oh, I thought you meant he had, surgery to make himself look younger or something.
No, but he had plastic surgery.
Yeah.
That was obvious from the last appearance on...
He loved being on camera.
Eve.
He loved being on camera. But, for me, Dick Clark represented a type of broadcasting I was never really happy with. But as I've gotten older, I understand, there's a place for all of that. Not everyone has to be outrageous. Not everyone has to be the maniac that I am. You know what I mean? Like, he did a fine job of going on and doing his thing. Kind of like Ryan Seacrest. Everyone says, oh, well, Ryan Seacrest is the heir apparent to Dick Clark. And, I don't know about that. I mean, what has Ryan Seacrest done except host American Idol? And he does have a radio show. He now
produces some TV shows.
Yeah, he produces some TV shows. I know he wants to be Dick Clark, and maybe he will be. I don't know.
And he hosted New Year's Rockin' Eve.
If Dick Clark's legacy is he understood how to be bland, then Ryan Seacrest is the new Dick Clark. And Ryan Seacrest has said, I'm happy with that. I want to be that. He's a pleasant-looking guy, a nice-looking guy who, can go on TV and, be an announcer. I guess if I was really good-looking, which I'm not.
You wouldn't have this personality.
Yeah, right. I would be like, I'd be a guy on TV going, hi, everybody.
Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll miss Dick on our show because...
Well, he hasn't called in years. We haven't heard from him since
he
had the stroke.
You can understand why.
No.
Me neither.
So, do you have kind words for Dick?
I love Dick. That's it. Yep. Dick Clark, that is.
Yes.
Okay.
How fond are you of Dick?
Well, New Year's ain't gonna be the same.
How did you feel about Dick's stroke?
I was like, oh no. See, no, you know what that made me think of? It can happen to anyone. Right. At the end of the day, we're just human.
So are you a huge Dick fan? Or?
I'm a fan, yes.
Are you a huge Dick fan or were you a small Dick fan?
I mean, I'm a huge Dick fan. Absolutely.
Do you think Ryan Seacrest will do as good?
I don't like Ryan Seacrest. He's a little too arrogant and stuck on himself. Never be Dick Clark because he comes from a different era.
And who's more talented, Ryan Seacrest or Howard Stern?
I put Howard on it. Let Howard do his thing. Me and Howard are more close to the same. I don't like Ryan.
Do you find it racist that Don Cornelius of Soul Train wasn't honored the same way as Dick Clark?
I said that to myself this morning. First thing that came to my mind when I heard the news on 1010s this morning was, okay, Dick's gone, but then they didn't give Don Cornelius this.
Is it a racial thing, you think?
Of course.
Media in America has always been racist. Being a born Afro-American, obviously, I have my point of view on it, and I live this. I don't make it up. There is a double standard, sometimes triple.
Triple standard. Guy's got something. He's right.
A triple standard?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just because he said he wanted you to be on New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Well, I'm siding with this guy. He's my man. Sal and Richard made a phony phone call to where else? Where do you think they made a phone?
Tradio?
Tradio. I said to Gary, do those guys ever make any phony phone calls to anyone else but Tradio? It just seems like...
Did everything else dry up? They used to use, those cable access shows and other kind of radio shows.
I know.
Hey, the guys at Sal just said to me, listen, it's not Tradio they called auction radio.
I know, but...
It's the same kind of deal.
What happened to you guys? You don't make any other...
Well, guys, they're going to come in together, of course.
Oh, I didn't want them to come in. Richard, what goes on?
We turned in a Jack and Rod last week, and you didn't like it.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
With Richard Simmons.
Yeah.
It just seems like this is what we're best at, the Tradio stuff.
All right.
We've been turning in a lot of non-Tradio, but it just seems like you like these ones a lot better.
Hey, I was listening to the phone call your dad made to you. Why does your dad get? Why would your mom want to shoot a chicken for going in her flowers? I mean, the chicken is just being a chicken.
Well, they're supposed to know better, I guess.
They are?
Really?
Well, you got to hear this. Here's Richard's father calling with yet another update, which I love. But this one I really didn't understand. Let me find it. Take me a second. Maybe I didn't bring it up.
I mean, chickens have personalities and stuff.
Yeah, but
But that doesn't mean they understand English.
Gary, where's the chicken call from?
Gary, page 1, upper right-hand corner.
I'm having trouble.
Oh, Rich, this is your dad. We had some more excitement around here this morning. I was in the other room. All of a sudden, your mom started yelling, "Where's the gun?" She run and got the gun and run outside. And I said, "What the hell's going on?" And one young rooster was in her flowers, up in her flower box, scratching. She was going to shoot it. She run out there with the pistol, and it run and went under my car, so she couldn't shoot it because of the car. So
more fun on the farm.
And after that, well, the rooster I need to get rid of anyway because it's a young one. He's tearing my hens up. You know how young cocks are. But anyway, he's tearing the hens up. And later on today, I had heard the dogs barking, went down there, and they had a damn armadillo. We don't need them things around here. They tear up everything, the yard and everything, so I had to do something with it. So we had all kinds of excitement today, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Like your mom and dad were on a killing spree.
Right, yeah.
So did your mom kill the cock?
No.
No.
But your dad
They're going to get rid of it, though, because it's tearing up the chicken.
They'll probably trade it to somebody for like a hen or a couple hens.
Well, don't they need roosters to make more?
They have older roosters that behave, I guess.
Yeah, see, the young ones, they're rough on the chickens, it sounds like.
So weird, like, mom's running around with a pistol.
She's grabbing guns to shoot chickens.
Oh, there's guns everywhere.
It's like the Beverly Hillbillies. How many guns do you think they got over there?
Oh, my dad's got a big gun cabinet full.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
It's a whole different way of life, man.
Gun rack in the truck and everything.
Right. Yeah, he's probably...
So there's guns everywhere.
He's probably one of those guys, if he hears a guy's running for president and wants to take away guns, you probably fucking go berserk, right?
Well, that's how they get a lot of their food is from guns, I mean, I grew up shooting a shotgun. I was like the skeet shooting champion in 4-H when I was a kid.
Look at you.
Look
at you. Good at something.
Yeah.
Now you're calling Tradio.
Oh, I did that back then, too.
Yeah.
We had a local Tradio in Kansas when I was growing up. We used to prank, Some things don't change.
Right.
You've come full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Richard. And what was the armadillo? What do? They tear stuff. So what'd your dad do to him?
They dig around and stuff. He probably just shot it and took it somewhere. But...
Yeah, he didn't tell us how he took care of it.
Yeah.
Can your dad eat those?
No, they. I think they carry leprosy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're not even supposed to be around them. Yeah.
Hey, Richard, this is your dad. Just got leprosy.
From the armadillo.
Ate some leprosy.
Yeah, just ate the armadillo. Knew I shouldn't. It's all right. Talk to you later, bub.
But that's a new thing, I guess, because of global warming. We used to never have armadillos, and now they're coming up north, and you see them a lot further north.
Hey, Richard, this is your dad. The finger just fell off.
Oh, look at this. I'm looking up armadillo leprosy.
Wow.
Armadillos linked to leprosy in humans.
Hey, Richard, I'm mailing you my nose. Just fell off. Made some jerky out of it. See how you like it. I think you'll like it for my leprosy. It's a whole different thing. Our old friend Al Roker is stopping by. I have plenty to ask him about.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's going to stop by before he has to go over and do the Today Show.
Well, he's probably running over from the Weather Channel where he already did a show.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I think he gets up very early and does something on the Weather Channel, and then he goes over to NBC and does the news or the weather on the Today Show.
Yeah, I feel somewhat tied into the Today Show after I wrote my piece for Time magazine. They have a list of Time's 100 most influential people. Matt Lauer was one of them. And I wrote the blurb on Matt Lauer. You know, it's like 3 paragraphs that you get to write. It's crazy, though. Matt Lauer said to me, this is how it works. He said to me, and I didn't know this because I actually was named years ago one of Time Magazine's 100 most people, whatever it is, most wonderful people. And David Spade wrote the piece on me.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a choice as to who would write the piece.
No.
Of course, I just assumed they picked the person. So anyway, Matt said to me, I asked 3 people to write your piece for Time Magazine. Write the piece for Time Magazine. Would you be one of them? And then they contact you if they choose you. So Matt gave them 3 names.
Oh, you didn't give any names when you did it, right?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's different. Although maybe Matt gets that kind of treatment because he's Matt Lauer. And
they didn't trust you.
Yeah, like I'm a scumbag or something. I don't know. But I don't cooperate with that stuff anyway. When people call me, I don't cooperate.
Right.
Unless I'm promoting something.
Maybe they did call and you ignored them.
Well, whatever. Anyway, so Matt came to me and he said, would you be one of the 3 people?
Do you know who the other 2 were?
I do. Well, he told me one, and then one he said he couldn't remember, which is ridiculous. I think he didn't want to offend me.
Oh.
So anyway, I never heard from Time Magazine, and I never heard from Matt, so I just assumed they chose someone else, and I was thrilled.
But you wrote it.
But no, I didn't write anything because no one contacted me, Robin. This is what I'm telling you. I was sitting around. No one contacted me from Time Magazine. And I got an email from Matt Lauer saying, hey, you know, the people from Time have been trying to get in touch with you, and you've never returned. They want you to write the piece. I was thrilled not to write the piece. Anytime I don't have to write anything, I'm happy. Writing to me seems like an assignment in school.
Right.
You know, talking on the radio, no problem. Come in here and talk. But as soon as someone says you got to write something, I'm like, oh, my God, that lives on forever. You know, I don't want to deal with it. I'm a better talker than I am a writer, I assume.
You hope.
I hope. Anyway, so I said to Matt, I'd be more than happy to write the piece. No one from Time Magazine has contacted me. I'm sitting here. I didn't get anything from them. He said, well, maybe they contacted your agent. Our agent was away. He was in France.
Oh.
He was on vacation. So I don't know what happened. So Time Magazine got in touch with me. And I spoke to the woman over there, and she said, we want you to write the piece on Matt Lauer. I said, no one got in touch with me. I said, I said, okay, I'll write it. I said, I got to do America's Got Talent today, all day. And then on Thursday, I'll write it, and I'll get it to you over the weekend. They go, oh, no.
This is Time Magazine.
This is Time Magazine. We need it tomorrow. I said, tomorrow? I go, I'm not available tomorrow. They go, well, we're Time Magazine. We have a deadline. I go, but I'm not available tomorrow. They go, well, that's not our problem. It's your problem.
Oh, my goodness. How did it become your problem?
It was my problem because what am I going to do? Say no at this point?
But it's their magazine.
I know. Can you imagine? Now it's my problem. So she said, make it easy on you. I'll interview you right now. And then I'll write it up and send it to you, and you can tweak it. I said, okay. So she started interviewing me. About 3 seconds into the interview, she goes, okay, I got enough. So I said, well, what kind of thing is that? Well, they sent me back something that really, I think Matt Lauer would have been insulted.
Oh, geez.
Well, because really, no one else can write that for you. It's like writing a book. You got to do it yourself. Like when I wrote my book, I had the great Larry Ратso-Sloman help me. But at the end of the day, I had to sit there and write stuff because, as Larry would say, Howard, you got to work on this because you got to put it in your own words.
Mm.
So, anyway, so then I began fastidiously working on this thing because, after all, you don't want to disappoint somebody when they ask to,
And not only that, you've got your name on it.
I've got my name on it, so quickly got that together. And so now in Time Magazine, there's a little blurb from me on Matt Lauer. And the things
And are you pleased with it?
Yeah, I think I made some good points. I made the point that here's a guy lost his hair, and you figured he'd lose all his ratings once he lost his hair because women love him. And he only got bigger losing his hair. I said
his hair was holding him back.
I said he's like the anti-Samson. He is, right? And I said no matter which fucking nudnik they put him with, I used the word nudnik.
For Katie Couric or...
Right, I said any of these nudniks.
Meredith Vieira.
Yeah, he does well. And then I complimented his wife, Annette. I said we would like, my wife and I would like, if we were going to have a threesome with a woman, it would be her.
This is what you said?
Yeah, you haven't read it?
No.
Oh, it's a lovely piece. And so that was that. No, he was very pleased with it. Actually, he called me, said he was very excited. A lot of people got in touch with him. And in fact, Matt Lauer said to me, he says that my piece has become all about you, and quite frankly, I'm never asking you to do anything.
That's right. It was about him.
Right.
Where did you talk about him?
I did actually talk all about him, but I was aware of that. A friend of mine once said, if you ever give somebody a eulogy, you got to make sure you don't make it about you. You make it about them. And so I was careful to make it about him. But he was saying that because I had written it, it was slowly becoming about the fact that I had written it.
He's got Al Roker notes, and then I have some stuff to play. But
So he's producing this new show called Big Easy Justice.
Yeah.
With J-Lo's production company. Oh, the other thing you may want to bring out is how GMA just beat Today's Show in the ratings for the first time in 16 years. Because Matt Lauer's on vacation.
Big Easy Justice.
Right. So they basically is this bounty hunter in New Orleans. They followed him. J-Lo's production company found this guy. Thought he'd be a great television show. They wanted Spike TV wanted them to team up with a production company that had experience in this field, which was Al Roker. So this is a funny story. He sat on a flight between Alex Van Halen and his wife, and they asked him to move because he was sitting between them. But he refused to move because there was a dog in the seat they wanted to put him in, under the seat, and he was allergic to dogs, so he refused to move.
I remember this story. We never talked to him about it?
No. No, this happened.
Great. That's a great story.
This happened in January.
Al Roker is here. He's promoting yet another new show that he's putting on TV.
Now, do these shows last, or does he just keep throwing them at the wall?
Yeah. Good question.
Good morning.
Robin wants to know, all the TV shows you have, do they last, or are you just throwing them at the wall? That's her question.
They do both. I mean, DEA ran for three seasons.
That's good.
We're in the second season of, in fact, we just had our second season premiere of Coast Guard Alaska on the Weather Channel, and in fact, we're now starting a spinoff, Coast Guard Florida.
Al,
yes,
the new show that you're producing, is it's about a bounty hunter.
Yes.
But the interesting thing is, you found this guy because J-Lo turned you on to this bounty hunter.
I was going to say, please finish that sentence.
Well, J-Lo
turned you on.
J-Lo is your partner in this one?
Her production company is
Everybody's got a production company, right?
Hey, you know.
Why not?
How does J-Lo find a bounty hunter?
Somebody from her company saw this guy, Tattoo, Gene Thacker, on local TV in New Orleans.
Right.
And thought, oh, this guy's great. So they brought him on.
Does everyone make comparisons to Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Everybody makes, yes. Yeah.
Is this guy different than Dog the Bounty Hunter?
He's, first of all, I think he's a little cleaner. And,
the Dog still has that mullet.
Yeah. It's like, what's going on? Hey, guess what? Here, note to Dog. It's no longer the 80s. Okay,
right.
Let's move on. Yeah.
So do you feel competitive with Dog the Bounty Hunter?
No.
Is there room for two bounty hunters?
There's room for, look, I mean, there's room for Lord knows how many pawn shows and how many storage shows. How many tattoo shows are there on?
That's right. Now there's 17.
I mean, come on.
So you're saying you found the bounty hunter from J-Lo. J-Lo's production company called you.
They didn't call me. They brought this guy to Spike and Spike TV, which is where this airs tonight at midnight. And Spike
midnight.
Yeah.
Whoa. Stop the clock.
It's kind of a late night show.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a little gritty.
Oh, because there's sex in it?
No, there's no.
What is he? He first has sex and then he arrests?
No.
I'm going to fuck you and then I'm going to arrest you.
He may, but not on our show.
So it's gritty because there's rough language.
Yeah, there's some rough language.
Do they allow the language to be heard or they beep it?
They beep it.
They beep it. But still people get offended.
Yeah. So in any event, they took him to Spike. Spike said, it was great. We like this guy, but you've never done a show like this, but now Roker's production company has, so why don't we get them together? A guy, Russell Muth, he was here last time I was here when we were doing...
I see. Because you've had experience doing gritty kinds of documentary-type shows, reality shows.
Yeah. Well, I like documentary. I like the first one.
They said to J-Lo, listen, J-Lo, what the hell do you know about...
I don't know that J-Lo was actually in the room. I don't think she's got a great producing partner, Simon, who is British, by the way, and it sounds very classy.
Right.
So it just, So
J-Lo probably has nothing to do with it.
No,
J-Lo never met the bounty hunter.
Right.
No, I don't think J-Lo got to meet the bounty hunter.
So J-Lo hired a guy to make a production company.
But she knows about it. You know.
See, that's the new vanity thing.
Yeah.
I had a production company. We had 9 projects going at once.
Right.
I had cartoons. I had all kinds of movies. Deals.
Yeah.
Everything I ever pitched got sold. How do you like that?
Bam.
I never had a bad pitch.
The problem?
I was very selective. The problem was it was taking up every minute of my life. And I turned to my agent one day, and I was in therapy, and I said, my therapist said...
Is your therapist your agent?
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking too fast because I don't want to make it about me.
They're all in there together.
But I was in therapy, and I said, I'm miserable. I'm sitting in writing meetings. I'm writing things. I'm doing this and that. Now, my production company was so successful at this point that I was about to hire a big-time production company guy to run this thing.
Right.
And my therapist said, when are you going to be able to say no to something? I said, you're right. If I said no to this stuff, I'd be done. I'd be free.
Boom.
I'd have free time.
Yeah.
I'm not enjoying it.
Well, if you're not enjoying it, then there's no point in doing it.
I said to my agent, I'm done. That's it. No more production company.
Done.
Howard Stern Productions are closed. We'll finish the 9 projects we have. Whatever happens with them, happens with them. And I'm out.
And you're happy.
I'm happier now. J-Lo. You see, J-Lo did what I should have done. Not show up and not do anything. You sit there.
I'm not saying she doesn't. She shows up.
She did. Did you have a meeting with her?
No, I didn't have a meeting with her.
Did she come to the premiere of this thing?
No. What?
You're doing it all.
J-Lo's a little bigger than me.
But J-Lo gets a check if this thing flies.
Exactly.
Wow.
See, that's the kind of business you want.
What is the deal? In other words, because you're doing all the work.
I'm not doing all the work.
I mean, just because she found this guy,
she
gets 50% and you get 50%.
Yeah.
Wow.
But she's J-Lo, for gosh sake.
Right. Does it annoy you that you're doing all the work and she's getting 50%? Because your deal gets sort of watered down.
No. You know what?
You're excited about it.
Yeah, it's great.
Have you had any conflict with J-Lo's production?
No. Why isn't J-Lo doing the promotion?
Yeah, why are you promoting? Why is J-Lo not doing it?
J-Lo's busy. She's J-Lo.
She's really not busy. What is she busy with? American Idol?
I don't know.
Being a non-judge?
I don't know. I can. When you are coming to save our network.
Yeah, no, listen.
You are.
America's Got Talent's already very.
I know, but it's going to be bigger.
I don't know that.
I think
there's a lot of people hate my guts.
No, they don't. They don't hate your guts.
Oh, yes, they do.
Okay,
Trust
okay,
me. You know they do.
I know they do.
Right. Everyone loves you, but a lot of people hate me. My fans love me, but
I want us to ride the back of Howard Stern. We want to exploit you as much as possible.
I'm excited about it.
Are you going to come? Are you going to do stuff with the Today Show?
I am. I'm doing a lot. I'm doing an interview with Matt.
Fantastic.
It's already booked. I'm coming in May something, the first or second week in May.
Right. Are you not doing Hoda and Kathy Lee at any point?
Kathy Lee? I don't know. She didn't invite me on the show. I would do Hoda and Kathy
Lee. I would pay good money to see that.
Well, I'm doing The View, and I'm doing...
Are you going to do Wake Up with Al on the Weather Channel? If we bring a camera?
See, I told you he had a Weather Channel show.
Yeah, Al, that isn't fake. No one's heard of that.
We've got 3 million viewers.
But I'll be with you. I think we'll be doing something with you. I know we're doing something with you.
Good.
Actually, we are doing something with you.
See?
Yeah.
Look at that.
My agent told me that. No, I'm being serious.
During a therapy session.
You're right. He's a very good therapist. He actually is like a therapist.
Agent/therapist.
But let's get back to you.
Okay.
All right, let's get back to me.
Enough about me. Let's talk about you.
So the Bounty Hunter Show is the latest show you're producing.
Yes.
Now, when you say you're producing,
right.
I mean, you've been actively involved in overseeing this thing, the edits, everything.
Yeah.
And you say this is a jam-packed, fun, thrilling show.
Yeah.
What kind of crimes are we?
Everything from murders to drug dealing to
and he has to retrieve these people.
And he's got to get these people. Bail bondsman put up the money.
Is he a physically intimidating man?
He's compact and he's got an intent.
Could your guy beat up Dog the Bounty Hunter? Do you think he could beat him? You do?
Oh yeah.
You think he's tougher than Dog?
Yeah. This guy's he's ex-military. He's a former policeman. And what's interesting, you meet him in person. He's this very soft-spoken guy. When I first met him, I thought, this is not a show. This guy's...
He's not a loudmouth.
And then you go out with him and you thought, oh my God.
So there's a lot of physical action, more than talk.
Yeah, and he's got a crew with him, so it's, there's a large African-American fellow named 𝗧𝗵𝗲. There's a wiry little squirrely guy named Wally.
Right.
I mean, there's a whole
like the
bunch
A-Team.
Yeah, it is. There's no, although nobody looks like 𝗧𝗵𝗲.
When Matt Lauer gets a $30 million a year contract, do you sit down with your agent and say, look, no, and be serious.
No,
do you look down and do you look at this and say, I've been with the Today Show just as long. I've been part of the #1 show for a long time. I'm not saying I deserve $30 million, but certainly shouldn't I be somewhere in that league?
Here's the deal. I feel I've got a couple more years on my contract,
right?
And I'm sure when the time is there, I'm sure I have no doubt NBC will be fair.
Do you think they are going to make changes on the Today Show now that Matt has a $30 million?
I don't.
There's been rumblings.
Look, I don't think you'll see any wholesale changes. I think, look, like any show, we evolve, but I don't know. I think we're doing fine.
What rumblings have you heard?
Out of all I heard rumblings that they weren't happy with the woman. I don't know her name. The woman who
Ann
who took over from Meredith Vieira.
No, everything's fine.
Everything's fine. You looked away when you said that. That means
I was looking over toward.
No, you weren't.
Robin. Yeah, I went like that way.
Is everything fine over there?
Everything's fine. Everything
Did she fight with Sarah Palin while Sarah was there?
No. Everybody was very pleasant.
Wouldn't you love Al to be honest?
And I am being honest. Look, Sarah. Look, whatever you think about Sarah Palin, she came on. She was fun. She was nice.
Are you afraid to ask for that kind of money that Matt gets? Because are you afraid they would get rid of you?
No, I don't. I'm not worried about. Look, first of all, I don't know what we've all read about what Matt's gotten. Who knows? Matt and his.
No, I know what he got. He got $30 million. I mean,
Matt showed him.
He showed me. He showed me the contract.
Had you over for the signing.
Yeah, he did. I'm telling you, he got $30 million.
Well, and God bless, because you know what? A rising tide floats all boats.
What do you get? You get 5?
I don't know what I get.
You know what you get. You know exactly.
You know what? I will never talk about what I nobody. I mean, who cares?
What? Robin always brags. Fred brags. I brag.
I don't brag. I was raised. You don't talk about how
you're happy about it.
I'm very happy.
Are you allowed to endorse products?
Yes, but I haven't.
Why? Have you been asked to endorse a product?
I have been.
What did you get asked to endorse that you said, I'm not doing it?
I got asked, I turned down a 7-figure deal to endorse a hospital group for bariatric surgery.
Why did you, because you went through the surgery?
Yeah, because I went through the surgery.
Did you gain back 40 pounds since your surgery?
Yeah, I did, and then, I've lost it again. But, look.
Yeah, you do look good. I was going to say, it doesn't look like you put on 40 more pounds into it.
I feel great.
Are you training for something again?
I'm trying to do a triathlon.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you're going to have a heart attack. Just calm down. Really, honestly. We're going to read in the the paper, you drop dead.
Yeah, poor Al.
Triathlon. Just calm down. You know what? Go for a walk.
Not an Olympics, right? Like a sprint.
That's your problem. You got to get you think it a little too big.
I need to have a goal. You know? If I'm not training for something, then I'm like,
what do you do? Weights too? Do you weight lift?
Yeah, I do weightlifting.
Ever do yoga?
Yeah, it's I tried that hot yoga, and that's just disgusting.
It's stinky.
It is disgusting.
It is, isn't it?
I actually like it.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Don't people smell in there?
Smell.
Don't you worry you smell too?
I could never be a trainer. I don't like my own sweat, let alone somebody else's.
Did you wear the outfit when you?
Yeah, it's hideous.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Does anyone have a picture of you in that yoga outfit?
No. I would love to find the guy who invented the cell phone camera and beat the snot out of it.
You're so right. You worked with Katie Couric.
Yes.
You worked with Meredith Vieira.
Yes.
Now this other character, what's her name?
Ann Curry.
Ann Curry. I don't know.
She's been on the show for years.
That other nudnik.
Nudnik. I haven't heard that since I lived in Canarsie.
Well, I wrote a piece for Time Magazine. I said Matt had to adore every nudnik. So those are your main three women that you worked with, right?
Yes, I worked with Jane Pauley.
Jane Pauley.
And Deborah Norville.
Okay, let's do F, Marry, Kill.
What?
F, Marry, Kill.
I never heard that.
One you have to marry.
Oh.
One you have to kill. And one you have to F. Who was your favorite? Who would you marry out of all those?
Wow,
women?
Who would I marry?
Yeah, in other words, you're the last man on earth. You got to marry one.
Yeah.
It's a deal with the devil.
4 women are left, or 5 women.
Wow. I think Meredith.
Meredith.
Yeah.
Was she your favorite?
Yeah, I wouldn't say she was my favorite. Everybody's different, but I think there's this quality about Meredith that she just has this. She's just like, hey, whatever.
But don't you think that might be a personality? I think Jane Pauley was way sexier than Meredith. I mean, you got to marry this woman and live with her and have sex with her. So you're saying you're more attracted physically to Meredith Vieira than even Katie Couric?
I guess so. Yeah.
Would you kill Katie?
I would not kill Katie. I just couldn't.
Who would
kill
you
her.
have? You have one night. You married Meredith Vieira. She's out of the picture.
She's done.
She's done. She's your wife. But now you have to F someone.
Wow.
Have sex with them.
Yes.
One night.
Right.
One night of romance.
One night.
One hot, passionate night. Who would that be?
Matt Lauer.
No, come on.
Yes, I'm serious.
Would it be Katie?
Well, of course. Why not?
It would be.
Sure.
Katie would be the one you would have.
I don't. I've never thought about that.
Now, who do you kill? I mean, you got. In other words,
the other 3 are dead.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Well, they can't be married or effed anymore.
Well, no. The other 2.
There's
Katie's
Deborah Norville.
Right.
No, I don't. This is no reality to this. In other words, it's an imaginary scenario.
Yeah.
Right.
None of them are in real life. Let's say married, and you're not married. And now you have to kill one. Who do you get rid of, and why? And give me your rationale.
I guess it would have to be Deborah Norville because she was there the least amount of time.
Right. So you know her.
I
the least.
really don't.
So you don't feel that emotionally tied to her.
Right. Exactly.
Killing her doesn't feel so bad.
Yeah.
Was Meredith Vieira your favorite person to work with on the Today Show?
No, you know what? I loved working with Katie. I love working with Ann. It's like when people say, what's your favorite barbecue? I said, basically, what the barbecue I'm eating, I'm with right now that I'm enjoying.
Really? Is that?
Yeah,
come on.
I'm serious.
I mean, that's such a diplomatic answer,
but
Al.
it's true. I'm telling you. When you're there in the moment. See, you've worked with Robin forever.
That's right.
You've never not worked with Robin.
Right.
But if somebody else came along and
you think he would never enjoy them as much as me?
But he would, but in a different way.
I don't know.
It's a completely
I don't know
different...
that. I think I could make that call and say, you know what, Robin was great, and no one would. I've worked with other people. They're just not as good as her.
But that's not necessarily because you haven't worked with anybody.
But I have worked with other people. But before Robin, I worked with other people, and they weren't anywhere near Robin.
For how long? Yeah, that's the
not a long time, but enough to know they were not as good as Robin.
Because you didn't work with them long enough to find out.
But you did.
Exactly, and that's why I'm saying when you're working with somebody, for 5 years, 6 years, at that point, that person is the person you're enjoying because you're.
Were you ever sexually attracted to any of these women?
All of them.
Were you really?
Well, look, they're all attractive women.
There was a rumor that you had sex with Katie Couric. Is that true?
There was no rumor.
Yeah, I read it.
There was no rumor.
I wrote it.
You wrote it. You wrote it, and then you read it. There's no rumor.
You never get attracted to any of them when you work with them. I mean,
look, they're all attractive women. Of course, they're attractive, but that's as far as.
Do you feel that Matt and whoever he's working with are responsible for the ratings, or do you take some responsibility in the ratings?
I think it's a team. I think it's a team effort. I really do. I think every one of us are good on our own.
Are you upset that they never asked you to co-host?
No, I'm not the co-host.
Why do you have to be the weather guy? Why can't you move?
I do more than just the weather. So I'm
You're happy with your role.
I'm happy with what my role is.
He'll do some interviews. He does cooking segments.
Yeah, I'm happy. I get to do a lot. I mean,
and no matter which one of these nudniks comes and goes, you stay. And you're smart.
You know, I mean,
in a way, you fly under the radar.
It's Willard. Willard Scott. I mean, he's my mentor, and he said, "Look, never give up your day job. Be yourself." And just ride the train.
And you're smart to listen to him because when you get good advice, take it.
You do. Look, I mean, look at this group. I mean, how long have you been? You guys all been together?
300 years.
I mean, and if you were to break up, I guarantee you, not one of you would have the amount of success you've had together.
I agree.
And that's the way it is.
Is Matt Lauer condescending to you ever in the sense that he's like, hey, you're the weather guy, shut the fuck up?
No, he is. In fact, I was just in his dressing room, and he was saying, hey, we ought to think about you doing this. I mean, the guy
is generous.
He's the most generous person you will work with.
He told me he'll say to you, hey, get my suit cleaned, bring it back by 3 o'clock.
And
you don't care.
Tips well. And tips well. Tips well.
No, so he is not the leader. Is he the leader of the group?
Yeah, I think to a certain extent. I mean, you look to him because he's been here.
Because he's Matt.
He's Matt Lauer. He's the co-anchor. I mean, but I think we're all what's great about the group is that we are in fact kind of a team, and so I don't know that that.
Do you think you could physically beat up Matt if you had to fight him hand-to-hand combat? Do you think you would win that fight? I'm being serious.
I think if I caught him off guard.
Have you ever thought about it?
No.
Do you think he's physically stronger than you?
Yeah, probably.
You think he could take you in a fight?
I'm not sure. I think because I think he would fight cleanly, and I wouldn't.
So you'd probably win.
I think
you'd bite him.
I think so. I think the first thing you do is you just go, you knee him in the groin.
You should fight him. Is that possible?
A steel cage match.
Why not? I would tune in for that. So now, talk to me about ratings, because a lot was made out of the fact Matt was on vacation.
Right.
He went away for a week.
Yep.
And for the first time in like 75 years or something, Good Morning...
16 years.
16 years.
Yes.
And you've had you have been part of the 16-year run, which is amazing.
I know.
And so, in 1 week, you lost to Good Morning America by like 3 viewers or something. But whatever it was.
Yeah.
Did you take that hard?
Hey, it was disappointing. Look, nobody wants to see a streak come to an end.
Right. Or maybe you do. Maybe it's too much pressure.
Well, it's interesting that you said that, because we talked about that and said, I mean, we got a really smart executive producer, Jim Bell, and he said, you know what, it's done, and now let's move on. It doesn't change anything. It is a streak that will never be repeated or duplicated in television ever.
Because some people might get defeated by, oh my God, I lost that 1 week. And I think you guys
came up next day.
The next week, though,
and this week, the week that just finished, looks like we'll win by a huge margin.
Wow.
Which
makes Matt feel even more full of himself, because he was away the week they lost, and then he comes back and everybody
wins. He gets all the credit.
Wow. Look, it's all. Look, it doesn't matter who gets the credit. The fact is, we're at the end.
So what went wrong that week, in your opinion? You were there.
I think what happened was, look, first of all, Good Morning America does a good show.
Okay.
I mean, so
better than yours?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
All right.
But
good answer.
No, I don't think so.
I don't either.
But I think what happened. Look, they had we always struggle the day after Dancing with the Stars.
Right.
And Sherry Shepherd got booted off the show.
Right.
It was a huge, I guess, upset. I mean, I don't watch Dancing with the Stars. But
everyone was upset.
I get people were upset.
It was an upset.
And they have the person who's booted off the next day.
That's right.
So and then Thursdays, ABC does very well with their prime time, and they had Tim Tebow on Friday.
Right.
And it was just, it was kind of like everything lined up for them. And
Katie Couric went on that week on
no,
Good Morning.
she was on the week before.
She was on the week before.
Yeah, they beat her because they brought on Sarah Palin that week.
Were you upset when they brought Sarah Palin on the Today Show?
No.
A lot of people made a lot of that, and there were rumors that you were very upset.
No, did you write this again?
Yes. No, but I mean, seriously, do you get upset with that? I mean, you're somebody who has a lot of credibility. Mm-hmm. Doesn't it hurt the crcredibility of the Today Show when they call her a co-anchor?
Was it like a gimmick? No. This is news.
It was a stunt.
Should they have called her a co-anchor?
Hey, look, you can make the argument that yes, no, a guest that stayed for an extended period of time. At the end of the day, look, again, nothing. Our lives are still going on. Everything's fine.
Who is physically more attractive, Katie Couric or Sarah Palin?
Wow,
honestly,
I think that's a toss-up.
I think Sarah Palin's very attractive.
She is very attractive,
and I think Katie's perky, kind of cute in a way.
Katie's attractive too. I mean, they're both beautiful women.
All right, F. Mary. No.
All right, that's a good question. F. Mary Kill. Sarah Palin.
No,
Katie Couric.
I'm not answering. I'm just not going to answer.
What's with you? You're not talking like a guy.
I'm not answering that.
Could you physically beat up Sarah Palin?
I don't think so. I
You think she could take you out?
I think she. I mean, I think she killed a moose barehanded. Barehanded.
Yeah. No, but when you see Sarah Palin there, do you agree with her politically?
No.
No. But you could put that aside.
Yeah.
And did you say to anyone there, why are we calling her a co-anchor?
No.
We're a journalistic operation. No. You don't care.
What is it? I mean,
let them do whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean, look, it was fine. I mean, call her the weather person. Yeah.
Do you hold her responsible for the ratings going down?
No.
They didn't go down.
Well, she did well.
Yeah.
Don't you think that was a low blow of Katie Couric to do Good Morning America?
No,
come on.
Absolutely
Come
not.
on.
Absolutely not. No, listen, you know what?
You guys worked together for all those years. She goes on against you ostensibly to beat you.
Yeah, of course.
Into the ground.
Because it's a competitive business.
Would you have done that if you were in her shoes? You would have.
Absolutely.
Why?
Because
you were on the Today Show.
I was on the Today Show.
And you
now
chose
I'm
to
not,
leave.
And now I'm being paid by another company, and they've asked me.
Is she being paid by another company?
Yeah, she's being paid by ABC.
What, to do the new talk show?
Well, to do the new talk show and to contribute to ABC News.
Oh, she is?
Oh, yeah. So,
I see.
So yes, I mean.
Right, okay. Yeah. Then I stand corrected.
Yeah,
all right, I was going to badmouth her a little bit.
No. Look,
But it kind of sucked to have your old colleague.
Look, you're kind of like, oh, well. I mean, look, to me, I was surprising it took as long as it did for them to put her on.
You got to talk to me. I'm going to switch gears here for a second. You're a very interesting guy, Al Roker. You went on a plane. I read about this. And there you are on this plane, and Alex Van Halen, the great drummer of Van Halen, is on the plane.
Right.
And you're sitting...
along with Eddie Van Halen.
Along with Eddie Van Halen.
And their wives.
They all fly coach.
No, we were in first class.
First class going to what, L.A.?
We were coming back from L.A.
Right. What did you think Van Halen has so much money they'd fly a private jet?
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought, too. All right. So anyway, you're in first class.
Right.
It's a three-seat... It's three seats next to each other.
It's 2 seats,
yeah.
1 center seat. This is American Airlines. 2 seats, 1 seat, 2 seats. And there are 2 rows of those.
Okay. So you're sitting next to Alex Van Halen.
Right.
Okay. His wife is sitting in the center.
Right.
They say to you... Mr. Roker, I don't know who says it to you. The stewardess?
Yeah. Well, actually, this started in the Admirals Club.
Right.
You know, the nice lady at the front desk says, Mr. Roker, Eddie Van Halen. No, she says there's a family traveling together, and they were wondering if you wanted to switch seats. And I said, oh, is it a mom and a kid? And she said, well, no. I said, well, which seat? She said, well, it's that center seat, 2C. I said, I hate that seat. I said,
why do you hate that seat?
Because you're in the bulkhead.
Yeah,
and people cross in front of you, and we're coming back. It's a red eye,
right?
You know,
so you might want to sleep.
I'm trying to get some sleep. I tell you, it's not a red eye. It was the 4 o'clock flight,
right?
But I'm trying to get some sleep because I got to get up for the Today Show the next
right. Smart
so
man.
People come across, so nobody likes that seat.
You're right, because people bunk into you.
Yeah, you know, they cross in front. So
it's a 6-hour flight. You're saying, hey, the reason you probably chose your seat ahead of time.
Oh yeah, booked my seat.
You booked your seat. And you said, hey, I want to sit. You're on what? On the aisle?
I was on the aisle.
Nice.
I like the aisle.
You like the aisle?
I like the aisle.
Okay, and that's the seat you wanted.
Exactly.
So far, I'm with you.
Yeah. So,
all right.
The nice lady says, "There's a family traveling." I said, "Parents and kids?" No, it's a husband and wife. I said, "But it's that center seat." She says, "Well, it's Eddie Van Halen."
I said, yeah, so what?
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
Eddie Van Halen.
I'm Al Roker.
You know?
Yeah. Hey, I'm on the Today Show. You know? What? My shit doesn't stink too.
Yeah. So I go into the Admirals Club, and this guy comes. Now I don't know what Eddie Van Halen looks like.
Right.
I don't.
You're not a Van Halen fan.
Yeah.
Right. Hot for teacher, none of them. Doesn't matter.
He's not Bon Jovi.
Okay. You're more of a Bon Jovi
I like
guy.
the Bon Jovi.
Okay.
Anyway, and Bon Jovi would probably be flying private.
Right. Had it been Bon Jovi, would you have given up your seat?
Probably.
Maybe.
But anyway, so this guy, hey, Al, Eddie Van Halen said, hi, Eddie. How you doing? So you're the man coming between my brother and his wife. I said, excuse me? What? Huh? I said, well, you know, you're sitting next to Alex and my brother. Alex, hi, Al. And I said, yeah, you know, Eddie, that middle seat, it's just bad. And I got to get some sleep.
Well, why doesn't Eddie give you his seat if he's got?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah. So anyway, the long and short of it is, we get in the plane, and his wife gets on. Alex Van Halen's wife gets on, and it's just is pitching a fit. She's just really upset. And she says out loud for people to say, "This is the worst seat on the plane."
Yeah. But she wants you to take it.
Yeah. I should take it?
Right.
Really?
Yeah, you should give up your seat.
Somebody should take it besides her.
No, I think
what's wrong with people? Excuse my French. I know you're a clean guy.
Well, by the way, why don't you switch? Why doesn't Eddie switch with you?
Right.
You know?
So she's causing a ruckus on the plane.
Causing a ruckus. The flight attendant is...
and now you're probably like ready to kill yourself because you're a very unassuming guy.
I just want to get on the plane.
And you would have helped them out if it was a comparable seat.
Or if it was if it was a mother and a child or father,
you would have done it
in a second.
Right.
In a second.
Because you'd want someone to do that.
But these two nudniks don't need to stay.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, guess what? You're going to hopefully spend the rest of your life together. 6 hours.
You'll get through it.
This happened with me and Deborah. And secretly, I know Deborah is thrilled that we're not sitting together.
Yeah. Probably Alex was happy to sit next to you.
Alex wasn't screaming.
And by the way,
Alex was just sitting there.
Alex could not have been nicer. Could not have been, you could tell he was mortified by his wife's behavior. You could tell it.
I mean, he had to put up with Eddie Van Halen's behavior, David Lee Roth's behavior. Now he's got a wife who carries on.
The special services person comes over and says, "Mr. Roker, we have another seat over there at 3B. If you could you?" I said, and I look over, and there's a guy with a dog, and I'm allergic to dogs.
Right.
I don't want to sit next to this guy with a dog.
I mean, good Lord.
I said, I can't. There's a dog. If you could, she goes, well, I can't move the guy with the dog. I said, well, I'm
sorry.
So, and then we get back.
How long did she carry on for?
Just is throwing things down.
Did he throw her off the plane?
He gets up and he's trying to console her. He offers to switch with her. He goes, I don't want to sit next to him.
What is wrong with you? What did you do wrong?
I smell pretty good. I'm fine.
I don't want to sit next to him.
Yeah. So anyway, the flight attendant comes back to them and says, we found 2 people in business who are willing to move and switch. So these 2 guys, these 2 brothers who are getting ready to go to Antarctica, come get their seats.
Yeah.
And by the way, she insulted them.
Why?
Because they weren't getting out of the chair fast enough.
Wow.
So Alex went back into business class with his wife and had to sit there with her, and he gave up his first class seat.
Exactly.
And then you got you seated next to one of the brothers who gave up his seat. Right, which was fine.
They were lovely people. Yeah.
And did you, when something like that is going on around you, because you seem like a together guy, but what do you feel inside?
It's like, I'm just trying to get home.
You did all the right stuff.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then, of course, their people, when we got back, leaks it to the New York Post, to page 6.
Yeah, and they positioned it like you were being
I was the bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm the bad guy?
Wait a second.
Last I checked, my company, NBC, paid for this ticket.
Right.
Just like you may have. And guess what? Here's a new concept. Book ahead.
And how about the concept like, hey, guess what? You can't always get what you want.
Yeah, and you know what? It's like my 9-year-olds. You get what you get. You don't get upset.
Right.
And you know what? If you want to fly together, you're Eddie Van Halen. Get a freaking private plane.
Or book it in advance and get it together.
Or guess what? Suck it up, put on your big girl pants, and shut up.
Why do you think they press released it?
I think they just were embarrassed. I think they were angry. They wanted to get back.
Was the wife hot at least? Was she something to look at?
Well, she was hot.
Well,
she was throwing things.
You can look at.
Was she attractive?
Look at. There's some pictures of her and Alex online.
Yeah.
And in every picture, she looks like somebody took a whiz in her Cheerios. It's
like a big sourpuss.
Why are you upset? You're married to a rock star, for God's sake.
Calm down. You got a lot of dough.
Settle down.
And he's the drummer and all that.
Yeah, he's
but
the
that
drummer.
entitlement that she should have a great seat.
Please.
Because
I love that.
he is in Van Halen.
Yeah, I just like that they press released it.
I know.
I can't believe it.
Really?
Well, they decided she made a big stink, and they thought maybe that would come out, so they went first strike.
That's right.
Guess.
And it's like, to me, it's like I had forgotten. My lovely press person at NBC, Megan, calls and says, "This is what page 6 is." I said, well, I'm not commenting. I don't care.
Right.
I'm not going to.
No, you took the high road. Like, hey, this is good for you.
And
what an upsetting thing.
It was on the heels of the Alec Baldwin thing.
Right.
And so it's like, look at these NBC people. They're crazy.
Well, does that stick with you though? Like you take the high road. You don't call back page 6. You don't comment on it anywhere. No. What does that do to you inside? Like, do you go to bed fuming that night?
It's like, you know what? God bless you.
Could you sleep on the plane?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, there's the
didn't
wife.
even bother you.
She's not some sex pot. She's a nice-looking woman.
Nice lady.
Yeah,
she would look a lot better if she wasn't angry.
Well, can you imagine being married into the Van Halen situation?
I don't know.
That's a tough situation.
Yeah, and look at him. Look at how nice.
He looks happy.
He's happy. He's happy.
And she's carrying on
She's going on like a whirling dervish.
Oh, my God.
It's like the Tasmanian devil.
Well, because she can't sit next to Alex Van Halen.
Yeah, I know.
And that means all her juice is gone because no one's carrying on because she's with Alex Van Halen.
It's at 4 o'clock. It's the 4 o'clock flight back to New York.
Close your eyes, go to sleep. We'll be in New York.
And guess what? There were people waiting for them, to do the autograph.
When you come home, do you tell your wife this whole story?
I didn't even tell her.
You didn't?
No.
What is that?
Because, you know what? Because
that would be my whole life.
Because you know what? Once it was done, I didn't even think about it.
You know what? It's very together of you because I would have sat there on the plane all nervous and getting red, and I would have been like,
I went to sleep.
And then I'd get home and I'd get a hold of my wife. You're not going to believe what this and Alex Van Halen and the New York Post put it in and I get crazy from stuff like that.
When Megan called me I was like, what are you talking? Oh my gosh, the plane? Really?
What is it about you that you must have had wonderful parents or something?
I had,
because you're not.
I miss my parents. You know, I've lost my mother's birthday was just April 20th, and you know, they were terrific. Look, were they perfect? No, but you know what? I recommend. There's a great documentary called "Being Elmo." It's the story of Kevin Clash, the guy.
Yes, the guy who works the puppet.
Yeah, and I watched it on the plane, and
I started watching it. I got bored.
But you know what? I could. Substitute, if you substitute St. Albans, Queens for Baltimore, television for puppetry, we have the same story.
Right.
You know, parents, different kind of kid, a little wacky, a little weird, but parents who believed in you and did whatever it took.
Because you're not an angry guy. You know what I mean? I mean, you're not a guy who walks like me. I walk around with such intense anger.
No, I get angry, but you know what? Life is too short. I've got.
When you say your parents weren't perfect, what was wrong with them?
Oh, look, you got whacked around a little bit. You know,
Did you?
You got spanked.
The old man spanked you?
Sure.
Pants off or pants on?
Both. You know.
Nude?
Not nude, but clothes. You know,
can you imagine
down.
Al Roker naked with his father's hand under
over your father's lap?
You know what? That ain't right.
Yeah, you know.
That's kind of weird.
That's what it was.
I'd be a little angry about that.
No, you get over it.
Why did they spank you? What did you do wrong?
Yeah, look, it was the time. You got spanked. You know, it's not a big deal.
What could you have done?
Oh gosh,
to deserve a nude spanking.
I wasn't nude, but I for example, I painted the side of my parents. We found some paint under the porch and painted the side of the house.
Oh, I'd be dead if I.
Oh my God! Yeah. You know what? I once I took the furniture in my room, and we didn't have a lot of money. And I used to eat the furniture. I would chew on it. I would dig my teeth into the furniture.
You were a beaver.
Like a beaver. I was the beaver.
Like, oh, that kid eats chairs.
You were the beaver.
But you painted the side of your.
It was actually the side of my mother's sister, my Aunt Monica's house.
Wow.
Oh man, you're a bad person.
Oh gosh.
It's unbelievable. Hey, real quick. And by the way, the reason Al's here, but then answering all our questions, do you spank your kids, by the way?
No.
You do not?
No.
Because you know it's wrong.
Yeah.
It was humiliating.
Right. Yeah, I know.
It emasculated.
Yeah, please.
You never got an erection during this spanking.
Oh.
I had to ask.
No, you didn't.
How did you punish your kids?
You know,
Here's Al's erection.
Thank you. And scene.
He shocks his children.
He really has a stun gun?
Time out. Yeah, a taser.
Time out doesn't work. Just spank them. No, I never spanked my kids either. By the way, don't miss Al Roker's Big Easy Justice. You follow along this bounty hunter that J-Lo discovered, and then Al took and made
you're
it into
in New Orleans?
In New Orleans.
I wish I could discover someone and just give it to Al's production company.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
That's what I'm thinking
Next
of doing.
person you see.
The people that come through this show.
Well, what about a show about Fred? Can you produce that?
I think
Debbie
so.
the Pet Lady.
You want a real wild character?
Absolutely.
I'm going to bring you somebody called
right.
Debbie the Pet Lady.
Yes.
Thank you, Robin.
Good.
I can bring you a whole bunch of people. That's
Bring it,
okay.
baby.
I want to do what J-Lo does.
Come on, there you go.
Give it to Al
You
to
just-
do
you
the
just
heavy
resurrect-
lifting.
Sorry, I'm not an executive with a British accent.
You resurrect Howard Stern Productions, make it a shell company, and just bring the people.
When you were in television in Washington, D.C., you were madly in love with Sue Simmons.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Did you ever ask her out?
No.
Why not?
Oh, because she was Sue Simmons. Yeah.
Because she was Sue Simmons.
She was Sue Simmons.
I don't know that she'd be into a guy like you.
Probably not.
You know
That's
what I
another
mean?
reason not to ask.
I mean, I don't know much about Sue Simmons. Do you?
But you know what? I love working with her. You know.
I don't mean a guy like you. I mean a guy like me too.
Any guy. I loved working with Sue. I mean, it was like
she was a dream.
You know, you never knew what she was going to do. I mean,
Were you friendly with Sue all the years? I mean, I know you worked with her at NBC in New York, and when they fired her recently, did you walk into the bosses at NBC and stick up for her and say this is wrong? Did you go in and
look? Decisions were made, but I've talked with her. You know,
how's she doing?
She's doing okay. You know, I mean,
how long was she on New York television?
33 years.
That's a pretty good run.
And she and Chuck, I think, are the longest running anchor team in the country.
Why did they fire Sue and not Chuck?
I don't know.
Come on, you have your theory. Stop it.
No, I don't know. I really don't.
You know.
I don't. I wish I did.
Say something controversial. Why? You called her and said what to her when you found out she got fired?
I'm really sorry to hear about this. I mean, I feel badly.
See, I would have not called her. I would have been like, if I was close with her, I would have just been, I don't want to upset her by calling her.
Yeah.
You called her up and said, look, I'm sorry to hear that they fired you. Did she burst into tears?
No. I think she's a smart woman. She knew it was coming. You know,
right.
But when
she didn't get angry and go, "Oh, this business sucks. Look what they did to me."
No. I think she was somewhat resigned about it.
It's harder for a woman as she gets older.
Yeah. Well, it's harder for all of us as we get older.
Well, Chuck becomes distinguished, and Sue becomes an old egg.
But for women, I wouldn't quite.
Well, you know what I mean.
Look, 33 years is an incredible run. I don't think many men could say they had that kind of a run.
Not in the same job.
In New York television. That's
so what is she going to do now?
I don't know, but you know what? I don't think. I think Sue will do something else. I do.
You do?
I really do.
Who's looking for her?
She might be coming to Al with crazy people to put on TV.
You know?
Why don't you follow her around? Like the bounty hunter.
The interesting thing is Sue, everybody thinks Sue this wild, crazy. She has a very quiet existence.
Are you going to work the Olympics for NBC?
Yeah, yeah.
You're going to be over in London?
In London, jolly old England.
How long are you going to be there?
We're going to be there almost 3 weeks.
You bring the wife or you're
the wife and the kids are coming.
Oh, no kidding.
Deborah and the kids are coming.
No fun for Al.
Yeah. They'll only be there for a week. No.
I want to suggest a new TV show for your production company. Sue the Bounty Hunter. Now listen to this. Sue Simmons has a whole change of life. What do you think? You don't like it?
I don't know if that would go.
Sue Simmons, Bounty Hunter in training.
I don't know that would happen.
Put her on with this other guy.
How about her sidekick Regis? Sue the Bounty Hunter with her sidekick Regis.
You get Alex Van Halen's wife to be a bounty hunter.
How many more years on the NBC contract for today?
I think another 2 or so.
Another 2. Yeah. If they say to you in 2 years, do you think you're going to think about retiring?
I don't plan on it. No.
You're still a young man.
I'm a young man.
How old are you now?
I'm going to be 58.
So in 2 years you'll be 60, according to my math. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I think that's it.
58 plus 2.
Yeah,
I think it's 60.
You're good.
All right. And then you're going to look for a new contract.
Yeah.
You're going to do this as long as you can hold on.
You stay on the train as long as you can.
What do you think of this show? Sue Simmons, Coast Guard captain, where Sue studies...
Put Sue on a boat, put her in the
what do you think of that?
bounty hunters.
I think Sue, but I do believe... Thank you.
Hey, here comes Sue Simmons.
There you go.
All right, look. Al Roker, you are something else. When you're not on planes disturbing people or producing television shows or spanking the kids or getting spanked naked. I mean, there's so much. Who knew?
Yeah. I mean, now that wouldn't be bad.
People think Al Roker, just nice guy. No. You're a deep individual. I mean, you've had experiences. I can't believe you were spanked nude by your father. Was he nude when he did it?
Oh, no.
Just wrong.
Can you imagine the family films?
We discovered this when Al took a bunch of old Super 8s to be digitized.
Oh, gosh. I don't remember that.
How old were you when you had your last nude spanking?
As I said, I think I had on a thong.
How about this for show? Sue Simmons spanking party. For you and Sue.
Hold on a sec. Now, you remember about spanking.
Yes, I do.
Was it Dan Foreman?
Yes, Butt Bongo
dear.
Dan. Butt Bongo Fiesta was... Al,
one of your greatest achievements.
You are a delight. You're keeping the weight off. You're looking at a triathlon.
Well, you know...
That's running, biking,
and swimming.
Yeah, swimming's the hardest part for me.
Swimming's the toughest. And if you ever see a triathlon, they all swim over each other.
Yeah. Oh, it's brutal. It's brutal. I went to one. No, I know.
Are you talking about a full-on triathlon?
You're not talking about an Ironman.
No. God, are you crazy? No,
what mileage are we talking about?
I think it's a sprint. I think you swim something like 500 yards or something like that. You bike 15, 16 miles and you run 4 or 5 or 6 miles.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like a triathlon.
No. We're not talking Ironman. No,
okay.
That's insane.
Just want to try something new.
Yeah, something different.
All right.
Yeah.
Listen, Al Roker has said it all.
He said too much.
Yeah.
Probably.
I can't believe you would kill Deborah Norville. Wow, is that the headline or what? Yeah. Al Roker says he would kill Deborah Norville.
I know. I was hoping you had forgotten about that.
What happened to her anyway, Deborah Norville?
She's doing Inside Edition.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh!
Wow. Hey, Deborah Norville has done okay.
What happened to Jane Pauley?
Jane Pauley, she does pieces for us.
She does?
Does she?
Yeah.
They throw her a bone once in a while.
Yeah, I know. She's doing well.
Well, good for her.
Yeah, good. I mean, her kids are grown,
When they fire this new, what's her name?
They're not firing.
Ann Curry?
Stop that.
Want to take money on that? Come on.
Stop it.
I read the paper.
Nick.
Let's say they fire her. Would you want to see Meredith Vieira come back to the Today Show?
I'm not even.
Meredith isn't coming back.
She's not coming back. She's got. She just produced a movie.
Who would you like to? Let's say Ann Curry gets hit by a car tomorrow.
Wow.
Okay. Let's say. Who would you want? Rachel Fine. Who do you want to have take over that slot?
Gosh, I don't know. Sofia Vergara.
No, come on. Is there anyone you have in mind?
Sofia Vergara.
Is there anyone currently on your Today Show periphery that you think could step into that co-anchor chair?
Sarah Palin.
No, come on. Who do you think could do it?
I don't know. There
You better start thinking about it.
any number of people who could do it. I mean, look, that's a great thing about the Today Show. We've got a lot of people.
Right.
We've got people.
What about Lindsay Lohan? Would you ever consider her?
Wow.
Are you brought in on decisions like that? Do they come to you? Never.
Are you serious?
What do you think of 𝗏𝗵𝗲 maybe?
That's about as random a point.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of people. What I do is I throw out names.
𝗏𝗏𝗏.
See what sticks to the wall.
Wow.
Wouldn't she be terrific? He. Do you consider him a man or a woman?
I haven't thought about it.
You're so afraid to get...
No, I haven't thought about it.
When you look at 𝗏𝗏𝗏...
He says he's he, then he's he.
You're fine with that. You side with the transgender community.
Hey, look, I'm not dating him, so what the heck?
Are you afraid of controversy because you're on the Today Show? In other words, would you come out and say, I am pro-abortion?
No, I wouldn't come out and say it's not because I'm on a news show. I'm not gonna.
You won't give your opinion on that?
No.
What do you think of these news guys who give their opinion?
Well, they're not news guys. I mean, you're talking the cable news.
I think you're for abortion. I think you like abortion. Like me. I'm for abortion.
But you don't like it.
I do like it.
No, you don't.
Oh, you don't understand him. He has been raving about abortion for years.
People in this world who are unloved, unwanted. You know it's hard enough when you're loved and wanted.
I understand that.
Of course. Abort.
Look, listen, here's the deal. My parents adopted 3 kids.
Well, there you go. That's wonderful.
My oldest girl's adopted.
All of these jerk-offs who run around, women shouldn't have abortions, I don't see them adopting anybody. They just want more babies in the world, but they don't want to take care of them.
Well,
once they're born, then their job is over.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
I hear you.
But you don't weigh in on any of the topics of the day.
No.
Even 𝗏𝗏𝗏, you're not involved in that. You have a personal opinion.
Yeah, but I can't. But it's a news story.
Looks to me like the kid was it was a racial thing.
Look, I mean, on the surface, yeah. I mean, you got to assume. But look, can I say that? No, because I'm on a show that's covering that story.
Does that kill you sometimes? Do you ever want to give your opinion?
Sure. Oh yeah.
Do you think the day will come?
Have you ever slipped? Did you just couldn't keep it in?
Yeah, one day you said, I love acid, LSD. Like when OJ was on trial, could you give your opinion? You can't. No. You still haven't given your opinion. No one knows where you stand on OJ.
No.
It's unbelievable.
Who snorted just now?
It wasn't me. Don't look
Even
over
on
here.
this show, you can't say whether OJ is guilty or not.
Look, I mean, he's in prison, so there you go.
You would never admit whether you're a Republican or a Democrat?
Nope.
Do you think North Korea is bad?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, you're willing to say that? All right, I didn't know how far you would go.
Getting Bin Laden.
Definitely.
You were happy when they killed Bin Laden?
Yes.
You were?
Oh, yeah.
You're admitting that?
Please.
You're not afraid they're going to fire you?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
I think I'm safe on that one.
Holy mackerel. I mean, really. What a life.
It's good.
Yeah.
Life is good.
You know, it is. You understand that you have to not give your opinion.
Yeah.
Does he ever take vacation? Or does everything work?
I take it. Oh, please, I take vacation.
Where'd you go on your last vacation?
We went to the Cayman Islands.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Just the wife or with the kids?
With the kids. With the kids.
Any time for nookie, or you have
to? Yeah. Good
like,
time.
will you go crazy on vacation, have sex twice with your wife in the same day?
That would be crazy.
So.
That would be crazy. That would be insane.
Do you hate France?
No.
You do not.
What?
I just want to see how far you go. Everybody hates France. All right. Chocolate or vanilla? What do you like better?
I like the Neapolitan. The chocolate vanilla strawberry.
Wow, you really are non-controversial.
No, I like.
Is that because you're on the Today Show?
No, I like the chocolate. I like the vanilla.
I like everything
in
equally.
the same slice. Right. You get 3 flavors. How great is that?
But you're right about abortion and things like that, because if these religious nuts, if they found out you were you supported a woman's right to choose. They go berserk.
I know. Oh my gosh, I gotta go.
Oh yeah, you do.
The Today Show.
You actually have something to do.
I gotta go do the
Today Show.
No, the weather's up early today. I'm at 7:06.
All right, listen. Let's tell people why you came here today. That's
Big
more
Easy
important.
Justice.
Okay. Al Roker is producing a brand new show called Big Easy Justice.
Now, you don't appear on this show.
No.
And neither does J-Lo.
No.
And she won't even promote it. But she's involved. And what we're talking about here is a bounty hunter.
Yes.
We follow him everywhere. And Al has personally overseen this project to make sure you see the nitty and the gritty. Right. So, Al Roker's Big Easy Justice. Come see us again someday.
Absolutely.
Where you will answer whether or not you are for the legalization of prostitution.
Sounds great to me.
Yeah, not against that.
Gotta go.
All right, here we go. The great Al Roker. We'll be back right after these words. Wow. Very in-depth. How are you?
Good.
Everything
good? Yeah. It's all good. Yeah. We are, I'm excited we're going to be doing stuff.
Yeah. I am
Good to see you.
I'm not part of the NBC family.
Yes, baby.
They've been lovely. Really.
Look, why not?
I feel like I have a family.
Please tell Bella I said good morning.
I will.
Please picture out. Thank you, sir.
You bet.
Al, may I talk to you on your way out?
Yes, please.
Attempts at dividing
That's a lovely jacket.
He attempted to divide you and Matt Lauer.
Yes.
He attempted to divide you and J-Lo.
He can't.
He cannot.
He cannot.
All right, Al.
He cannot.
Thanks.
Can I walk?
This is a Howard TV original production.
On this episode, Howard helps put Champion Magazine on the map by shooting their cover.
Turn you sort of this way.
And Ramen gets her own radio show, The Chatter.
Guy who shot his penis off.
Yeah.
What's your problem?
Testing 1, 2.
Hell yeah. I would like to be considered a professional photographer because I love doing it. My goal is to be comfortable with the camera and learn how to do certain things.
I don't even know where the love of photography came from, in the sense that I don't know where it originates. I just was always interested in learning about the camera and lighting and how to take good professional pictures.
See, that's the light.
I was just working, and all of a sudden the door opens, and there's Howard with his camera, and he's like, look natural, keep working.
So go down and get no shadows all over your face. I don't like that.
Even when I'm turned this way? How about now?
Turn toward me. It's pretty interesting. Well, that's pretty dramatic. Feel both?
Good job, Both.
Both has a lot of settings to do. He's a professional photographer now.
I wouldn't know how to sign up.
Greg, you're fucking me up.
I'm fascinated every time Howard picks a new hobby. You know, they always laugh at me for having moved from one thing to another, like horseback riding to boating. But who else does that?
I want to set the white balance.
Okay,
off that.
What? What is it? $16. $8 for the TV.
No good.
It was definitely harder to act natural and pretend he wasn't there for a couple different reasons. Because it's Howard, and because he has a camera, and because he wants to see me working, and he wants me to look good, and I don't look very good. If I'd known I was going to get my picture taken, I would have showered today.
The way it's going, I don't think you're going to get your picture taken. This is fucking retarded. I'm not doing anything. Why does he want to show this speed?
Right. So basically, if you want to still get unlimited DVDs, unlimited streaming, the same service you got before for $9.99.
He's the only photographer I've ever worked with who told me to get that goofy look off of my face. And my face is pretty goofy, so I didn't know what look he was talking about.
Hold on. I'm doing something. I'm like hanging on, Greg.
In the end, Howard gave me a really, really amazing shot that he took of me, and to know that it was Howard that took it was really amazing. And it's a really cool picture, and to make me look somewhat human and decent is a tough job, and he did a great job.
What made Dave the winner? What made his case so compelling? Why do you think he won?
He was very sympathetic. There's a timetable. He's going to lose a leg. We had no idea that he was coming in to shoot us at the wrap-up show, but he came with the camera. He was just sort of skulking around like he didn't want to really us to draw attention to it on the air, and he just started shooting, so I just did what I was doing and let him do his thing. I don't think he was so upset by it that he wouldn't want me to bring it up. These are the kinds of things that we do talk about during the breaks.
Hey Lily, what was it that your doorman actually said to you?
It's a pretty cool picture. I'm going to deliver it today, but I wasn't able to sign it.
You want to sign it like in the corner? Right in the... Now, I think this will work. This is what everybody suggested, so we'll just...
Yeah, but then it's going to come off the glass.
No, it's a paint pen.
I particularly like the aspect of having a finished product and giving it to someone where they can either hang pictures or make it part of a slideshow or something like that. I like the whole idea.
Love it, thanks. I know exactly. I found a spot for it and everything.
Thank you. Just trying to think of the year.
Thanks. Perfect, man. Thanks. I think it says, "I love you, man, Howard Stern," and I love you too, man.
Ralph came to me in early November and said that for Champion Magazine, they were going to have Howard Stern do the photo shoot for the cover of the December issue.
I was looking at some of his photographs one day, and I was looking at it going, wow, he's gotten really, really good.
So you showed me a bunch of stuff you were doing last night. You were showing me Photoshop. I think you got really, really good at all of this. I think you got a really good eye now, and the way you can work Photoshop, I was really impressed.
Oh, man.
Ralph called in one day, and he was just so complimentary of Howard's photography that I thought something was up.
He wants me to shoot the cover of his app. But
I
don't think he'd allow me to do it if he didn't think I was good.
Now I get it.
He wouldn't ask me to do it if I wasn't good.
Now I get it.
Ralph asked me if I would shoot something for Champion Magazine, and I said, what's Champion Magazine? Then he explained to me it was an app. He showed it to me. I said, yeah.
Champion Magazine is a digital interactive magazine about comic books, pop culture, video games, TV, movies, just an overall guide to the month of pop culture.
Originally, he wanted me to shoot maybe a famous person for the cover, and I just said, you know, it really interests me, these people who go to Comic-Con, and they dress up either for a living or they just dress up out of pure enjoyment. I said, wouldn't it be cool to take some of those people and put them in an ultra-sophisticated setting?
The location was this amazing 4 or 5 story townhouse with this great circular staircase that went through every floor, and just had all these different great rooms. It's used in a lot of commercials, and it's used in photo shoots.
Yaya Han was the first model that we hired. She came in with Wonder Woman, Scarlet Witch, and Catwoman. Martin Miller, he came in his Chewbacca costume. Wilbert Rivera came in as Captain America. He's someone that Ralph met at Comic-Con. So is Crystal Lee. She was Storm. She also met Ralph at Comic-Con. Another girl, Anna, she came in as Emma Frost. A girl named Jenny was a friend of Yaya. She came in as Psylocke.
Sam was there. I was very honored that Sam was there.
That's really amazing. That's great. Thank you.
Atlanta airport and couldn't read anything.
Sam is officially the publisher. He's invested money into it. That's obviously one big thing. And he gives his opinion and expertise.
Let's do it. You know what I mean? I know maybe we need to change people. Absolutely. That's what I would do. I would put everyone on here. Let's shoot them.
The Chatter is a weekly show that handles current headlines and current events. And Robin discusses those current and daily events with her panel.
I proposed a few different shows to Sirius over the course of our being here, and Will came up with this concept, and I liked it.
The closing segment is going to be hello and goodbyes, if you like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it would be, it's a way of you saying kind of hello to whatever you want to say. Something you're happy about.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, new gas standards.
Mm-hmm.
Obama introduced new gas standards, 50 miles a gallon this week, and goodbye, very good, sorry, goodbye to things that died this week, or goodbye to whatever it is. And that's a show for this week. I'd like to thank my panel. You hit the plugs again. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you again next week on whatever it is.
Okay.
I'm absolutely supportive of it. Robin's a great talent, and Robin has a lot to say on her own, and I thought it would be something wonderful for her.
I was excited about getting to talk about the news in a different way. I was also excited about featuring different kinds of people who don't necessarily get to do our show.
Going to the next page, you kind of say, and that's my take. After the break, I'll be joined by my very esteemed panel of know-it-alls. Whatever you want to say there, you can be nice if you'd like. And play the first break. We're back, and I'm very happy to introduce my team of experts, or at least the only people available this afternoon. And then we'll go down. We're working on the panel now.
Robin wanted to do a show, and so some of the guys had ideas, Robin had ideas, and we put it together. It's simple as that.
Guy shot his penis off.
Yeah, I'm going to get you details on that, too. Because what will happen is there'll probably be a guy reading a headline, and then you can elaborate a little bit more on the story.
Right.
But I'll make sure you have that information.
Yeah. One of the ways that we introduce shows is we'll do a test show, and we'll get kind of the thoughts and the feedback from the staff.
I mean, we could act like this is a show and give me a countdown, or, you know, are we going to do this like a show, or are we going to say, well, we're doing it, whatever?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Hi, I'm Robin Quivers, and welcome to The Chatter, the show where we break down all the newsworthy this week. All the news what?
All that's news.
Oh, that's newsworthy. Okay. Sorry about that.
The show is heavily produced, so we were really trying to work out the kinks.
Okay, this is a serious problem. The question here is, what do we have the political will to do about Afghanistan?
Robin, I think we should go back and just do the Afghanistan one real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And you should, I think you should make it, because you didn't really say whether you think we should stay or go.
All right, I know that.
It features Robin with a panel of comics or political pundits that just talk about the headlines.
So what do you think, Paul?
It's not a big deal to me. I mean, look, he's creating jobs. He's going...
Hold on for a second. Stop.
I swear I didn't touch it.
No, I laid it.
Moving on the scale.
Yeah.
Do we need to take a break? Are we breaking?
We're breaking. I mean, it just went very long.
I didn't see a...
We just started going. Let's do that again.
This was important to them that I was shooting the cover. And quite frankly, it was important to me. I know people are asking me to do this because of who I am on the radio, not because of my reputation as a photographer. So I'm anxious to impress them, and I tried to do some really interesting portraits of people.
I love your costume. Thank you. If you put a foot here and a foot here, and this is your main line, you're going to, no, in fact, yeah, if you just put your 2 feet up here, okay, what I want to do is I want you to actually turn this way, all right? And this is your line. You can play into that if you mind if I move here.
Go ahead, do whatever.
Thanks.
I'm used to modeling, so.
Yeah, of course, you just get this out of your face.
He was just really nice to the models, asking them where they came from, you know, what costume was this, kind of just talking to them in a very genuine way, and that put them at ease, and that gives you really good photos.
That's good. Stay like that, Ralph. That's fine. I love it. Excellent. I can take your hand out later. Thank you.
I understand that Ralph got in the way a lot because Ralph is really a control freak, and so is Howard.
Thank you. Wonderful.
When Howard goes in to do a shoot, he's the photographer, he wants to arrange everything, and then Ralph wants to come in and make his final suggestion, because Ralph is the kind of guy who would never really do anything, but he knows how it should be done.
I finally encountered how annoying Ralph is. He is so annoying. He's annoying. At times I had to like rein him in.
I don't think it was a big deal. I was there to make it go as smooth as possible for him. It was no big deal, though. He might tell you otherwise.
I think what we got to do is I really like narrowing your body down.
Yes.
And so what I like to do is I like to turn you sort of this way. Nice. Just like that.
He was a very dynamic personality on the set. He was very easygoing. He was really conversive with the models.
Nice. Great. Let's go a little tighter. That looks great. Fabulous. Holding that. Great. Holding that. Holding that. I love it. Coming a little tighter. That's good.
We did the initial pilot, and everybody was a little nervous and on edge, you know, to see how it all fit together.
Well, one thing is that I think we need more production. I think there's more, we need more sound, more things that
I like the idea of doing the ticking clock over the panelists to kind of keep that on the schedule,
But that
like
would be
a buzzer or something.
A ticking clock, which would be 30 seconds, and then a sound effect, and then...
Right. We looked at what we had. We talked about the segments, how they went, what needed to be tweaked. It was a little bit difficult trying to find the right voice, because it is different than the show we do every day. Don't we do both a hello and a goodbye?
Yes. So hello, we got it right. So I got it right. So we could do any of these here, the ones you just gave me. So we could say hello.
Well, let's say hello to Scarlett Johansson, who's, you know, now apparently the person who picks the politicians who run.
Okay. So we did one pilot, and then we did a second one to kind of smooth things over.
Welcome to The Chatter, the show where we break down all the newsworthy things from last week in just 1 hour.
Perfect.
Let's get started. We're up to pick and choose. This is getting ridiculous. You cannot have a war and never get any money added into the coffers. All right, we're in chatter court. Joe, it's now your turn to tell us why Obama will beat the Republican.
Right now, the flavor of the month is the left,
and in 4 more years, it'll swing back to the right as it always does, and then swing back to the left and swing back to the right. That's all that happens.
Okay, so by the time the swinging stops, you think it'll be swinging towards the Democrats?
The swinging hasn't stopped.
That's your mood swings. That's what you're talking
It's
about.
still that way.
I just want to be sure I got your argument. And that's our show for this week. I'd like to thank my panelists. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next week on The Chatter.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, guys. I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, it was really fun.
You guys had some
Start
great
doing the show
answers.
properly.
I loved it.
I think the show's been moving in the right direction. It's gotten better every week.
We had some great guests on the show. We've had 𝗧𝗵𝗲 Colin Quinn, Jenny Hutt, Judith Regan, Tom Green. A 60-year study has concluded that the G-spot doesn't exist. Or a new study that found women experience pain at a level about 20% higher than men.
It's disappointing that it took 60 years for them to figure that out. I could have told them that in about 60 seconds.
You've never found it.
I never found it in as many years as I've been trying. Yeah.
We actually, are having a really good turnout. Please welcome the one and only Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy! Come on, you clap your hands. You want some real clapping. You clap your hands too, Robin. Come on, clap your hands. You want the real deal for the real man. That's what's up.
It's been fantastic having this kind of support.
I feel the show, especially the first 10 or 15 minutes, is really one of the best produced things I've heard in a long time on the radio, the way they go through all the topics and then Robin comments. And I enjoyed the show very much.
Robin had done just a wonderful job. I was supportive of her as a host, and Will works on it as well. And after I heard the first show, I thought that she was onto something. I thought there was something really, really good going on there.
Will did a real good job.
Yeah, he did.
Does Will produce the first 10 or 15 minutes? Did that part?
Will produces the whole show.
Oh, he does a great job.
He does an incredible job.
You do good radio.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you work well with Robin.
It was good. It's been a lot of fun so far. So. Yeah. It's great when Howard appreciates any work you're doing around here. So for him to talk about the Chatter on multiple occasions was great. I think he knows that how difficult it can be to fill an hour block with quality programming.
Very well produced. You do a great job.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate
really wonderful.
that.
Like it's
a lot of work.
Have you heard it? It's really, really good.
Howard has listened to the show. He listened to the pilot, and he's listened to some other episodes, and he's been incredibly supportive, and he really is behind it. He thinks it's a great format for me, and he loves it.
Most radio shows I hear are not that well produced. I mean it. I mean, they're not.
Who knows what the future holds for the Chatter? We have big aspirations for it. I think the show's been moving in the right direction. It's gotten better every week. I think everybody that works on the show enjoys it and is really excited for its future.
It's been fun.
It was crazy to watch him literally set up all of his lights, adjust all the lights, tweak them, move stuff around himself. It was the kind of thing that you would see a photographer with a crew of a half dozen to dozen people doing all this stuff, and he really did it all himself. It was kind of spectacular to watch.
I don't like that light at all.
I'm sorry, over there. Yeah, I know where an outlet is.
Yeah. I didn't know that you did photography.
I don't.
You don't?
That's the joke.
Okay.
No, I'm an amateur.
Okay.
But I'm learning.
I like doing it on my own because I learn. I like to know everything from how to break down the equipment to specifically lighting it.
It's such a cool skill to have.
It is. And
it's hard though. It really is.
Yeah, it is.
It's really difficult.
All right, this is a really minor detail. Should the board look real?
No, I'll fix the board.
Okay.
Just I'm better at that.
You look like such a baller. I can't even deal with this.
What if you guys, Chewie, I love you looking just that way. I like you kind of Wookieing it up. I like you just kind of cheating that way. I love you watching the family playing it, moving, coming around, doing that. As I'm firing away. It just looks a roll up on a ball below. No, don't grab her leg. Yeah, that's nice, that's cute. I like that you're sitting forward, that's good. Your ass looks great, everything looks good. Good.
You can't just sit somebody in front of a camera and go, okay, let's take a picture. You have to get them excited about what they're doing and, give them feedback and, hey, turn this, move this, have your hand like this. So he's developing a really good eye for this.
Oh, scoot a little bit forward. I can even, yeah, that is good. Go ahead.
This is what the Avengers mansion felt like.
I only know of the Howard that fans know of. So seeing him sort of in this environment where, you know, he's in charge, he's the photographer, but he's working with models and he's trying to be creative was very interesting.
You look great, Jenny. Great. Really look good. Why don't you wait till I'm done? But you look really good. You look really good. Here, I'll give you an idea of what we're doing. I'll show you close up. On you guys, you know what I mean?
That looks really cool.
Yeah, you guys are gonna look great. All right. All right. Let's see. Thank you. I think we're gonna work in here.
I think we went for almost 8 hours. We went 2 hours or 3 hours over what our actual allotted time at the location. So it was a long photo shoot.
I want to do the shot of the girl in the mirror. What I need this light out of the way.
Give it to me. Please let me go.
I want to shoot the Scarlet into into there. That's good.
Let me just.
Oh, Scarlet looks good with her ass on. That's good. It's funny.
But do you think we got to flip flop them?
No. She should just move here.
Right,
you just come a little more forward into the mirror. You're checking out your makeup. No. I'm sorry. I'm telling you the wrong thing. More to your left, but straight forward. Where you were was good. So you're kind of just.
I think the pictures turned out awesome. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive.
Nice.
You're going to have to drag this light back a little bit more, because I don't want it to show.
I have to stretch me in Photoshop. I'm not as tall.
Screw her. We like you, girl. We like you. You're our Catwoman. We mean it, actually. Jenny, you are a natural, Chewy. Turn to the light, Chewy. You play it up to the light. That's it, my friend. You got a hot chick. You're looking off. You're thinking about your future with her in bed. Your honeymoon. Loving that.
Bobo, you're on there. I'm sorry, it's Bobo. I know some people don't like Bobo. Hey, Bobo.
I was reading David Hinckley's column.
Yes.
Just who's responsible for putting together in the radio industry, right, as far as being rated top talk show host? I mean,
well, read the article. It's an article. It's not based on ratings. It's Talkers Magazine. You know, Talkers Magazine they put out a list every year of who the most influential radio guys
are. That's the only time they get any kind of publicity at all.
And when I was on terrestrial radio, I was always like the most influential guy in radio. And they make up the list. They don't base it on anything.
No, it's an editorial group, and they sit around and they name names.
And when I went to satellite radio, suddenly I was no longer the most influential guy. In fact, they hated me because Talkers Magazine is paid for by the terrestrial radio industry. Right. So they're not allowed to really acknowledge me that much. But if Rush Limbaugh wants to say he's the most, what is it?
Influential
radio guy, let him say it if he really thinks that. He's not. I told you. To be the most influential, you've got to be a morning man. That's number one. If you're on any time of day other than mornings in terrestrial radio, you're nothing. You're a speck of dust. I used to laugh at that. Yeah, morning radio is the most competitive. It's where the radio stations make their money.
I mean, to have you.
I am the most successful radio personality
Absolutely.
of all time. Now, I don't say that to brag. I'm embarrassed to say it if I'm the best there is.
It's fact.
But it's the fact. And why is it the fact? Because I was on, and when I say I mean we, Rob.
Okay.
Okay, I mean I. I was on 6 to 10 in the morning in various radio markets. I believe at our height we were on in 67 markets in the morning.
And you had a 9 share at times,
Excuse me, Bobo. Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
We were number one in the majority of these markets. When I say majority, I mean almost every one. I mean, you could probably pick out 2 or 3 we weren't number one. But Philadelphia, L.A., all the big markets. The number one morning show. Billions of dollars were generated. I left on my own terms. I wasn't fired. I could have stayed there forever. And then I moved over to satellite with an audience that turned this company into the number one satellite company, forcing a merger. Then to boot, anyone who ever followed me in that time slot on all of my stations failed miserably. Not failed miserably.
Right.
We shall never see the likes of me again. I'm so wonderful. And that's the truth. Rush Limbaugh is the most influential. No, he's not. He's on middays. I used to say, put Rush Limbaugh on in the morning against me. Put him on. Let's go. He wouldn't do it.
Howard, you know what they say? Dynamis is number 33. They go.
Dynamis is what?
Number 33. And
every market they put him on in, he fails. He's never been successful in New York. He's moderately successful. I don't even know how he did that. And the only time his ratings went up was after I left, because some people were forced to listen to him. He's like a cancer.
I mean, to put Geraldo Rivera at 75 is crazy. He's much better than I.
I didn't even know Geraldo Rivera was on the radio.
Yeah.
I don't know that he has any influence, Geraldo Rivera. But look, in terms of radio...
trying to put together a magazine article.
But in terms of radio, it is hands down proven fact. You know, Talkers Magazine I wouldn't pay any attention to because, as David Hinckley, I don't know if he pointed out in the article. I didn't get to read the article entirely. Mm-hmm. But he should point out that it's bought and paid for by the radio industry, the terrestrial radio industry. You know, they used to make me feel really good when I was on terrestrial radio. The second I left, they were, Howard's irrelevant. People would like to think I'm irrelevant. They like to write, Howard became irrelevant. Irrelevant? I base relevance on, A, what you're paid and what you command in terms of an audience. If Rush Limbaugh came over to satellite radio tomorrow, he wouldn't bring 1,000 subscribers with him. He wouldn't bring 1,000. This is why I'm valuable to this company. There's nobody else who could do what I did. There's no question who the most influential person is in radio. It's me, and then there's no one else.
That's right.
No one. And you could hear guys fighting this all day. Oh, Howard. It's the truth. And they're all jealous of me, and they hate me. They hate me for it. I've never seen so much jealousy as I've seen in the radio industry. People cannot stand my success. They hate it. And you know what? They don't like that I brag about it and that I'm arrogant. You know, I shouldn't say I'm the most successful. Why not? Why shouldn't I say it?
Oh, you should let them? They're never going to say it.
Let me see one other radio performer come over to this company and bring... I'm sitting here waiting for somebody to bring some audience to this fucking business. My stock would go up. Who knows? Maybe they're going to have to pay my bonus one day. I'm not giving that up. But here's the thing. It would only be good if we could find some radio. What radio performer can we go out? Believe me, I've had this discussion with Mel and with other people when Mel and I used to talk. I would say, who is it? Satellite has money. What personality can we bring tomorrow to this company that can do what I did? We want that again. We'll pay him a king's ransom. Is that what it's called, a king's ransom?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Who is it, Robin? Name them.
I can't.
Right. We tried it with Riley Martin. I mean, seriously, who can bring an audience with them?
Nobody.
And the answer is nobody. So you want to talk about who the most influential person is in radio? There's me, and then there's no one. The whole list should be this: Howard Stern. And after that, no one. Because not one of them brings an audience with them.
When you were on
And
talk show radio, you had 18 million, right? Plus, and then over here you have 20 million. They never thought that was possible.
All right, Bobo, I got to go. I love you.
I love you too, man.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thanks.
That's Bobo. Bobo. What is Bobo's last name?
I don't know.
Why?
Why?
He's
I
Bobo.
was just going to say, oh, that's
I'm
Bobo.
Bobo.
Bobo the Clown? I mean, what is it?
Bobo the Clown.
What is your last name, or you don't give it?
I give it Bowie.
Bowie?
Bobo
Bowie?
Bobo Bowie? Is it really Bowie?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, man. Look me up.
Bobo Bowie?
Yeah.
You're a liar.
I put Bobo in there because they called me Bobo all my life.
Bobo Bowie.
Bobo the Clown, you know.
Is it Bobo Bowie?
Bowie is absolutely his last name. What his first name is, I don't know.
Oh, my God. He's Bobo Bowie?
Yes.
How do we not know that?
I don't know.
Baba Bowie. Baba Bowie.
Baba Bowie. Baba Bowie.
There really is a Baba
Did you
Bowie.
freak out when Baba Bowie became Gary's name?
Baba Bowie.
No.
No. Why would Bobo Bowie?
I would have been calling saying, no, that's my name.
Wow. All right, that's Bobo Bowie.
Oh, my.
Bobo Bowie.
All right, Bobo, thank you.
All right, take that.
Bobo Bowie.
That's amazing.
Look at this note. He sometimes goes by Bobo Stardust.
What?
What is that about? What do you mean? He has made up names? Oh, it's a joke? How is that a joke? I don't get it. Like David Bowie is
Yeah, like Ziggy Stardust, that's what we were going for, sorry.
Who wrote that? Because they're fired. Who wrote
Steve
that?
Randano did.
Steve,
Was that a joke?
Steve, well, who lets you near a computer to write me a note?
I'm on the computer all
Well,
day.
Gary, is there any fucking buddy watching what's going on? That guy's an intern. His name is Bobo Stardust. Steve, when did you become a comedy writer? What's the matter with you? Steve Brandano wrote Bobo Stardust. I thought I was like, I guess Bobo has a bunch
Bobo
of...
has a bunch of names.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep talking.
When is that intern show on? That's when you'll talk. Bobo Bowie. Wow. Steve, when is your show? Let's give a... Oh, there he is. Steve, when is the intern show?
The intern show is Thursday night.
Yeah, that's when you can say Bobo Stardust. Thursday night, we'll say that, okay?
Okay.
All right. How are you? You look good.
I'm good.
I like that
Thank
beard.
you.
Makes you look more grown up.
I try.
Looks like he's 15.
You know that I'm on that computer, like...
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm going to have you taken off. Don't worry.
Okay.
No one's going to stress you out. Tune in Thursday for Steve's final intern show. I like Steve. I do. He looks like he lost weight. I wish I could lose weight. I want to lose.
He's thin.
He is thin. And that beard looks nice on him. I bet you he's getting laid, that little prick.
It doesn't. I think he broke up with his girlfriend.
Are you getting laid, Steve?
He was dating a really cute girl. For a
No,
while.
yeah, he's actually looking handsome to me. What did you get on the ugly meter?
I didn't do it.
Why? You look like you could actually score some points. He actually looks good. Look at him, Robin.
I've always thought he was good looking.
Would you go out with him?
Why would he need the ugly meter?
No, I wonder. I bet you scored. I bet you scored well.
But he doesn't need verification. Just like Will wasn't
Right.
lining up. People made him take
Which is
it.
weird. Why
You used to be gross. Now you look kind of like handsome. Or
I'm
something.
trying.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, you look good with that beard. I'm thinking of maybe doing that.
sometimes wear a tie.
How do you trim that thing? What do you use?
I got a razor that I go over it
Oh,
with,
yeah?
with
Doesn't that hurt?
the adjustments. You know what I mean?
You've got an electric groomer.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I do that.
Howard, I think the reason Steve looks thinner is he stopped drinking completely.
Wow.
Oh, really?
I was never heavy.
No, I didn't think you were heavy either, but
You look good.
not drinking will make you thin.
I guess. I don't think my body was any different when I was, but I'll take it.
What's this? You were dating one of the interns?
Yeah, I brought her to the Christmas party.
Who?
Katie.
Oh, Katie?
Yeah.
Katie Smiles.
Ronnie calls her that. I never called her that, but yeah.
That's the one. That's the girl Ronnie creeped out.
Yeah.
Smile.
Exactly.
Hey, Smiles. Hey, Ronnie.
Dimples.
Hey. Ronnie had nicknames for some of the interns. I put a stop to that. Katie must have been appreciative that I stopped that.
Yes.
You know, I heard Ronnie was picking out some of the girls and giving them special
Giving
names.
them nicknames.
Pet names.
Yeah, but now he really doesn't talk to the interns, which hurts as the host of the intern show.
No,
There's
that's
less
good.
to talk
No,
about.
it helps Howard
Gotcha.
do his business. Yeah. Wow. You stopped drinking, huh?
Yeah.
Why?
Because my doctors have been telling me with diabetes for a while that I shouldn't be doing it, and I was always like, "Fuck off," you know.
Right.
Thank you, Fred. And
what a rebel! You told your doctor to fuck off.
Well, I didn't say fuck off. I just didn't listen to them.
Fuck you. Like, well, dude, I'm just trying to help you.
I just didn't listen to them.
Fuck off, doctor.
You're a cocksucker. But
I heard Richard Christie started crying when you told him you weren't going to drink.
yeah, Richard was very upset. I don't.
That's shameful.
But diabetes is a bitch. You can't even drink.
Yeah, but for Richard
well,
to
you
start
kind of can.
crying?
But you kind of can. It's just not good for you. It's,
Right.
You know. But I'm turning 30 soon.
Yeah.
So
you were going out with Katie Smiles, huh?
I was going out with Katie.
And what have you broke up with her?
We broke up.
Yeah.
But
look at you little stud. And now you getting anybody now?
Nope.
Wow.
This was the end of January. I guess we broke up.
What is fucking guy?
So single for a little bit. But we're going to the sci-fi upfronts tonight.
Who is? You and Katie?
No.
Oh.
Jason and I think Ralph is going.
Right.
But it's all like sales
Sci-fi
girls.
upfront.
It's all sales girls that are there. So
they're hot.
Hopefully, yeah,
Sales girls are hot.
yeah.
What are the Oh, you mean those stations?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
channels.
channel.
You mean Sci-Fi
Exactly.
Channel?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Beth went to the upfronts last night for HGTV. That's where her TV show is going to air, and it's I said HGTV has upfronts.
I didn't even know they got that deep into the channels for upfronts.
Well, they all want to act like they're real networks.
I see.
So they're doing what the real networks do.
Ah.
You know what I mean? I work for NBC. You know, we're a real network.
Right. I thought it was only the real networks that did upfronts.
That's right, Robin. These other guys. So Beth told me she went. She was all dialed up.
Uh-huh.
I didn't see her this morning. I saw her for 2 seconds. She said it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve Brandano is going to be at the upfronts. Then you know it's a waste of time. Like, what are you doing?
That's
there?
who they're presenting to, Steve Brandano.
Steve, did you get to see our new lineup of shows? Yes, I did. Are there any other sales girls here?
That is a giveaway.
And how are you going to meet sales girls? You're going to walk up to them and tell them you're the host of the intern show?
No, I rarely never ever mention that I host the intern
How do you
show.
meet? How do you meet?
I say I write jokes to Howard.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess you do.
So
yeah.
So I'll go with that. No.
Well, so how are you going to meet girls there? Like you just kind of hang out?
Well, they do. Yeah, they'll do like a presentation, but then it's just a party.
Right.
And so everybody's just.
Will you walk up to a girl and go, "Hey, how you doing?"
I'm gonna have to. Yeah. So
I don't know why Ralph goes. I don't see him dating anyone ever. You know, Ralph just had his birthday this week. He's 46.
Wow.
Well, Ralph talks to the celebrities that are there.
Yeah, right.
I leave them alone and just go for the sales.
Excuse me, you know who I am? I'm Ralph. I'm a celebrity too.
Will you be on my show?
Yeah. Well.
He's casting Geek Time.
Are you? You're part of Geek Time, right?
Yeah.
What do you do on there?
I run the board and play sounds like Fred during the show.
You think Ralph is difficult to work with?
At times, but for the most part, it's pretty cool. And
I've never seen a guy who turns off more people than Ralph.
He has tough moments, but
what is it with him?
I don't know. I get to do a lot of cool things with him too, so I can't come here and say bad things about him.
I was afraid of Ralph. Ralph somehow has some cloud over
No,
there.
Ralph always has a vision. You know what I mean? And he wants it done a certain way, and
Ralph.
And if it's not his way, it's tough. You know, but
Can I tell you what I hear around here in the office?
What?
Like Ralph is like the king of that show, and it's his way or no way. and I know that there's a lot of fighting with everyone, but for some reason, Jason seems to have the ability to talk sense to him, and everyone in the office calls Jason the Ralph Whisperer.
He's the Ralph Handler?
The Ralph Whisperer.
Jason's got his own problems too with Ralph too. It's not all that easy.
What could be the problem? I mean,
No, it's more like you.
Should I just get rid of the show? And
No,
end it?
you shouldn't get rid of the show. I love working on the show. I love working
If
with
he's
Ralph.
turning into a super douchebag.
He's not.
He can't be getting carried away with Geek Time, can
I know
he?
there was one time that somebody great was coming and they could be interviewed, and Ralph thought they shouldn't have the interview if he wasn't there. Or something.
We interviewed James Cameron without him.
Yes,
that was a while ago.
And you got it fit, huh?
He was upset that he couldn't be a part of it.
Yeah.
But no, it's a good show. We get along.
I hear them fighting a lot over guests in terms of that. You know, the guys will make the argument that there's a guest that's good for the show, but Ralph goes, "Well, I don't watch that show, so I don't care about that."
Perfect example is Game of Thrones.
Right.
Game of Thrones is the geekiest show on TV.
Right.
The three of us, John, Jason, myself, love it. Ralph can't get into it, so we don't talk about it.
Oh my God! No, who is he? Hitler? I mean, did you have to reject some Game of Thrones guests?
No, we just know if a Game of Thrones guest comes up, we would have them on John Hines' TV show and talk to them on that.
Right.
It's usually how things work out, even out, you know.
How did Ralph get himself into a position of power? Who let that happen?
Tim, yeah.
Wow.
Well, because I think back in the day, we all pitched a similar show to Geek Time. It wasn't until Ralph got involved that we actually got a Geek Time show. So therefore,
it's Ralph's show.
People come and whisper stuff in my ear all the time. So, Steve, were you at Comic-Con last year?
Yes.
Was there an incident where Ralph didn't get his coffee fast enough and he threw his headphones?
I don't know anything. I'm not saying that. Like, I don't know anything about that.
I mean, on the show, Ralph couldn't get coffee.
He threw a tantrum?
Somebody just came and put I have no idea.
He was feeling the stress of Geek Time.
Comic-Con was stressful last year, though. There's a lot to be done.
There's a great documentary on Comic-Con.
Where's my coffee?
Playing right now.
Morgan Spurlock's.
Yeah.
He was Geek Time guest.
Yeah, I have that.
Is that right?
It was good.
I haven't watched it yet. I have to watch
it. Oh, you got to watch it.
You'll like it a lot.
Wow. Ralph couldn't get his coffee, so who did he yell at for that?
Would anybody come in to say that this story didn't happen?
Did you see it, Steve?
No, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying it was very hectic. I don't know.
Wasn't Ralph a parking lot attendant before he met me?
That was one of the jobs.
Yeah, right. I mean, nothing disparaging about that work. It's honest work, but, you know, it'd be such a...
Oh, he wasn't throwing coffee then.
I'll take the hit as the producer of the show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Ralph did do that.
He did?
Yeah.
So did he yell at
who
you?
was supposed to get the coffee?
Yeah, who's in charge of coffee?
It was so not this kid's fault. It was Ben Bardo, works on your tapes team downstairs. He's a great kid.
Why is Ben doing that?
Ralph was under a lot of pressure.
For what, though? What
he
pressure
puts himself under pressure. He does. He puts himself under pressure. It's self-imposed.
Pressure.
Yes.
Wow.
And he sent the kid that Ben to go get Starbucks. All the Starbucks were closed because it was so early.
Right.
So he waited on the one coffee place that was open that had a huge long line.
Right.
And by the time he got to Ralph, I don't know if Ralph was angry or it came. I don't know if the coffee was wrong or not what he ordered, but he goes, "You can't get me a fucking cup of coffee." And you're like,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Better he stay home. He can't get me.
I ordered a triple latte. What is this shit?
Oh, I wish I'd seen that.
No one is scared of Ralph. The whole thing is that Steve and I, we love doing Geek Time, and after mornings like this, it becomes very, very hard to keep doing Geek Time.
They're more afraid of losing the show than after the show. But I mean, I think they figured it out a little bit better.
Did anyone tape Ralph having his tantrum? Like when
we weren't videotaping anything. We were setting up a radio show. No TV. I don't think so. You know, I'll go back and check. But it was we were literally setting up the radio show when this happened. Like we're putting the mics up.
How did it take a year for me to? It usually trickles to me in about a day or two.
Yeah, just got it.
That's a great story.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
Wow. Is it true,
not
Ralph?
calling in now.
Ralph won't go to Comic-Con if he has to share a room with one of the other guys. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. I'll say that one's true. Yeah.
I'm not sleeping in another person.
Ralph has clearly never worked in radio or any place else.
No,
ever.
He's under the auspices of me.
He is not demanding. He is stating that he needs his own car to the airport. He needs his own plane ticket. He needs his own hotel room. The hotel needs
I
to
can
be.
understand his own plane ticket.
Well, no, I mean, like he didn't. Like last year was a big deal because Steve, Ralph, and I all live within a town of each other.
Right.
They picked up, and we all had the same flight out there.
Right.
So they had a car pick up Steve, then pick up me, then pick up Ralph.
Right.
That was a major issue.
Wow.
To Ralph.
Really?
Ralph wanted his own car.
Oh my God, man.
What have you spawned, Howard?
I don't know. Cancel that show. Honestly, really.
I like the show.
Well, my work just got a lot lighter after today. I'm not on your computer. I'm not doing Geek Time.
You seem to be the problem.
It's all good.
Wow, Ralph wants his own car.
Ralph wants his own everything.
Wow.
Yes. He's
awesome.
you. He's you. On Geek Time, he is you.
Wow.
That is how he has set everything up.
Wow.
He's become me.
The show is definitely... It's Geek Time, but it's not all things geek. It's what Ralph likes, and I get that.
It's Ralph time.
In a way, it is
really Ralph time.
It's what Ralph wants.
And this is where all of our issues come from, because I see it as Geek Time. We're a show bringing geek information to a geek crowd.
It's like on the Today Show, Matt Lauer can't just do the interviews he wants to do. He's got to fit in with what's happening in the news.
And while Ralph has gotten better with it over the years, in the beginning it was no, this is Ralph's Geek Time. Like, he really wanted to call it Ralph's Geek Time, and just have it things that Ralph's interested in.
Like, it's funny. Like, Jason will come to me and I'll say it gets weird, but I'll say, like, listen, you have to say to Ralph. Like, I'll talk to Howard, and Howard's not a huge sports guy.
Right.
And Howard will go, and you'll say, I'm not a huge sports guy, but I recognize that our audience likes sports people. So, yes, if you tell me that this is...
You got to expand your horizon.
You can't have that conversation.
He's gotten better. You couldn't have that conversation the first couple of years. He's gotten better. Like, we added a video game segment. He was never into video games.
I didn't realize he was running such a tight ship over there.
It's so weird, because it's not a tight ship. It's just don't piss off Ralph ship.
Wow.
Wow.
I like that he threw coffee.
He threw something.
Yeah.
He has gotten a lot
Bardo
better.
works his ass off.
Ben Bardo, first of all, I think flew himself out there. Like, we didn't even fly. He wanted to be on Comic-Con just to help us out.
Let me ask you this, guys. And beyond, do you need Ralph for this show? Maybe he's the problem.
We did a show last week without Ralph, and it seemed to go great.
Yeah.
I love Ralph. I don't want to say... Listen, it's not the Howard Stern show.
Ralph.
We couldn't do the Howard Stern show without Howard. We could do Geek Time
I don't
without
care
Ralph.
if Ralph's on there.
Steve just stepped away from the mic. He doesn't want to be a part of this at all.
You guys have talked about doing the show without Ralph, right?
We
We did the show without Ralph
Right,
last
but you've
week.
talked about an overthrow, right?
No, never.
Come on.
Maybe in our dreams.
A coup.
We don't need that fucker.
All right, boys, enough, Ralph.
Thank you.
All right, keep me posted. You know, I like to hear all this. I like to be aware of all the shenanigans. Ralph, I just spoke about Geek Time for a half hour. That was the time to call in.
Well,
you know what it is? I got to meet with you later today, and I've got to get the show done. So if I start,
unfortunately, your Sirius app is a huge delay on it.
well, I don't manufacture the Sirius app.
Yeah, but anyway,
How can there be a huge delay?
there is. I don't know. I was just getting.
You're the only one on a delay.
It's a big delay.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's 7 minutes.
Why?
Wow.
We don't know. It's just the way the app's set up.
Oh, I see.
It wasn't always like that, though.
I don't know anything about it, honestly.
I'll investigate it.
You know what? I can't do everything at the company. Some things are out of my control.
All right. Well, I will just quickly correct some things that were being said. Absolutely have things on the show that I'm not into. Game of Thrones, I've even talked about it, saying we should have somebody on. Just because I'm not into it doesn't mean I don't recognize it.
All right, okay, go ahead. And what about you throwing a cup of coffee?
I didn't have a tantrum. I think some things were just messed up there that morning. It was really crazy that morning. We were setting up for the show, and a lot of things weren't going right. And
That's funny. You throwing a tantrum.
But I didn't throw a tantrum.
No one can get me coffee around here.
It's really not true.
What is it, Jason? Is Ralph making too little of it?
Ralph, I mean, he kind of just said he had a tantrum,
Yeah.
even though he's saying he didn't have a
I
tantrum.
didn't
throw the
have
coffee?
a tantrum.
He threw the. I think what. Listen, he was
If
dropping.
there's no coffee, what coffee was I throwing?
You got mad when the coffee was brought to you. You were dropping. He woke up in the morning. He was dropping Red Bulls into his coffee. So I think he was over.
Yeah, and I
as he
didn't
was.
insist. I didn't insist on separate cars and all this stuff. All
right, now you're just making stuff up,
I'm
Ralph.
not sharing a room with Jason again. I had to share a room with Fat Jason, who was snoring and up all night. I'm not sharing a room with him.
You had to share a room with me because no one wanted to share a room with you. I got voted into your room.
I'm not sharing a room with Jason. I think that's crazy.
I don't know. I mean, you know, Geek Time's a small
and I want the show a certain way. It is my show, and I want it a certain way. What's wrong with that?
Is it his show?
Yeah, I created it. And Steve's sitting there
Steve
going...
Brandano says he created it.
Ralph likes to call it his show.
Nobody was pitching a similar show. I could show you... I went into Tim's office and pitched this
Ralph came in
show.
with a torn-up Entertainment Weekly,
right?
Threw it down on the chair and said, "This is the show I want," and we helped creative with him. So we're all the creators of Geek Time.
I'm not saying nobody else helped out.
You know, I want y'all to just sit back and think for a second. You know what I mean? Now, there's a lot of haters out there hating on people, relationships and stuff. Don't nobody want to see you happy. They always trying to take your joy and bring you down. But you gotta be the one to sit by your mate and say, I'ma be with you no matter what. You know what I'm saying? I did wrong, you did wrong too. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta put up with each other. The easiest thing to do is leave. You did. Anyway, check this out. Yeah. I don't wanna lose this relationship, so we gotta stay strong. Don't wanna move on. I know you're sick and tired of the fussing and the fighting and the cussing, but I love you and you love me too. I did you wrong, you did me wrong. I take you back, you take me back. I did you wrong, you did me wrong, girl. I'll take you back, I'll take you back. Because I love you and girl I want you and girl I need you. So let's just work it out. I ain't trying to waste your time and I ain't trying to waste my time. There ain't no need to waste no time, cause we done put in too much time. I ain't trying to waste your time. I ain't trying to waste my time. Ain't no need to waste no time, cause we done put in too much time. When you're in a relationship, the easiest thing for you to do is to leave. You gotta stick it out and work it out and stick it out and work it out and stick it out. Cause at the end of the day, I did you wrong, you did me wrong. I take you back, you take me back. I did you wrong, you did me wrong, girl. I'll take you back, I'll take you back. No matter what you say, no matter how far you go, don't take your love away. Because I love you and girl I want you and girl I need you. So let's just work it out. I love you, baby. I need you in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick and tired of the arguing and all that good stuff. I mean, I'm pleading on this track because I really, really love you and I really want us to work out. And you know, I want to marry you, baby. You know, I want you to be in my life for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm just talking a whole lot of jibber jabber. But me without you is like the moon without the sun and the sun without the moon. And plus your P without Pretty Ricky. And, you know what I'm saying? With no with nobody. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, baby? You dig, alright? You dig, yeah. I'll let your boys. I love you. I did you wrong, you did me wrong. I take you back, you take me back. I did you wrong, you did me wrong, girl.
Right? Hello?
Can I help you with something?
Help me.
Would you like to smell my latest perfume?
Let me rap to you real quick. I want to enjoy the luxury of like not knowing each other for real. Hold up.
Lord is flower bound, firefly. When I'm low, she take me high. I can teach you all the sounds of love.
Flower bomb. Let me guess your favorite fragrance. And you got that bomb. I'm trying that in nature. No